What's really happening? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good day, good day, good day, good afternoon, good morning, good night. Happy Thursday or Friday or Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day it is. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing morning. I'm back live again. Hey Thriving, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Um, I thought about this, making this video when I was walking on the track today. I was gonna make a video, but I figured let me come live. Hey Deatrice, how you doing? Hey Jillian. Mamie, how you doing? Hey Alyssa. Yeah, thriving. I miss you guys too. Hey Jamisha, welcome. Hey Rena. It's good to see you guys, man. It's always good to see familiar people. Um, I want to talk about when you are not loved properly, whether it's by yourself or with the person that you are with. And sometimes you have to know by yourself you're not loved properly either, right? Hey Florence. Some of us ain't loved properly. We're not loving ourselves properly, and we ain't loving. We're not being loved from our partners properly, and that's why some of us left. All right. Hey, okay, Lisa, I see you. You at work? Star, you're not hidden. I see you. Hey, Shidope, how you doing? How you doing? So I'm gonna say about 5 signs. If you're in a relationship, if you are, I wouldn't say dating, but if you're with someone, if you're in a relationship, you're making it. It's good to know. It's good to know. It's good to know. It gets better. It gets better. I'm sorry for your loss. It gets better. I hope you regained your strength, your insight, now your mind and your mental strength. Thank you so much, Sylvia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, Shidope. It gets better. Um, so when we are with someone, we know we are not loved properly, but many of us haven't been loved. We haven't experienced love. We know we growing up, our parents didn't show us love, so we don't know what love looks like. And this is the truth for many people. It's true for many, many, many people. We're not loved right, and we don't know this. We really don't know this, and that's. I mean, it's sad, but it's not our fault, right? It's not your fault. You just don't know any better. You don't know because you haven't seen it. And many times it's been absent, and then since we don't know what love looks like, what happens? Hey Sarah, since we don't know what it looks like, we seek it from people. We seek it from people, and they screw us up even more. Because there's nobody that teaches you what love is more than someone who don't love you. The ones who don't love us is the one who teach us the most about what love is and what love isn't. And it's crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy. The ones who don't love us is the ones who teach us the most about what love really is. And that's just how we learn, but sometimes we don't know what it looks like still. So we go and we look and we stay. Yeah, we stay for so long in relationships. We stay for so long with someone until we are sure. And by the time we are sure, we are already hurt. We're already going crazy. Hey, Patty, how you doing? Long time to see. We're already insecure. We're already sad. We're already in that place of regret. And oh my God, it takes so long for us to see, because when we finally see, it's just, oh my Lord. It's hell. It's good to see you, Patty. And so when you're with someone, right? When you're with someone, these are how you know. This is how you know when you are not loved, if you've never been loved. Number one, where there is love, there is inspiration. And listen, I know it sounds corny. Where there's love, there's inspiration. That means. Sorry, my phone dropped. That means you will be inspired to grow. Where there's love, there's growth. Let me say growth. What's up, Captain Pops? Where there's love, there's growth. If there's no growth, if you realize that you're not growing, when you ain't growing no more, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, when you stop growing, there's an environment that's not conducive to your growth. And so we have to be mindful. When you see that you are stuck, When you're with someone in a relationship or wherever, and you realize that you are stuck and you are being stuck and you ain't growing no more and there's nothing else, love is not there. And love is not here and love is not around us. So we have to learn when it's time to move. Many of us don't move. Many of us still stay, hoping that it might come back. Sometimes it doesn't come back. But a big sign of that you're not being loved properly is when you are not growing anymore. You know, one thing about love is that when it's present, you know, I keep telling this story about Buddha. When someone asks Buddha, what's the difference between I like you and I love you? Hey, Reese, somebody asked Buddha, what's the difference between, Jared, hey, Beatrice, what's the difference between I like you and I love you? And Buddha said, listen, when you like something, when you like a flower, you want to pick it, right? When you like a flower, you want to pick it. Hey, Monique, and when you pick that flower, you put it on your dresser, you put it in your hair, you put it in your, you put it on your counter, you put it on your table at work. But whatever you pick the flower, it dies. It dies. But he said, if you love that flower, you leave it alone. You let it grow. You let it flourish. You let it blossom. When you love that flower, you leave it the hell alone. Listen, sometimes, to be honest, when someone loves you, they leave you alone so you can grow. A matter of fact, they clear the path of all the weeds around you. What's up, William? They clear the path of all the weeds. They pull all the weeds around you. They water you. They give you everything that you need to grow. That's what love really is. See, a lot of people, man, a lot of people are plucking your flower, but they're not really making you grow. They're plucking your flower, but you're not growing. They're plucking your flower, but that's all they are doing. They're plucking your flower. See, some of your flower keep being plucked and plucked and plucked. You're being picking. Listen, they are picking your stuff. And when they finish picking your stuff, they leave you. There's nothing else. So you have to be mindful, man. When someone loves you, hey, Morocco, when someone really loves you, they clear your path. Growth is a big part. Growth is a big part of love. Seriously. All joke aside. Because that's what it does. The second thing that when people love you is that you realize that they don't compare you. You know, comparison is what happens naturally with people, especially when we have multiple partners and stuff. When we have multiple partners, we be with multiple people, we begin to compare our people. We begin to compare who we are with. We begin to compare our people, our husbands, our wives to the past people, past situations. We want them to fit in certain situations that they don't fit. Comparison. When you are not loved, you will always be compared. You'll always be compared, man. And many of us are being compared in the relationships. And you realize when you are being compared, you can't be yourself. That's the third thing. When you are not loved, you can't be yourself. Because the moment you become yourself is the moment when they leave. The moment when you become yourself or you be yourself is the moment when you are threatened. They don't really like you. This is why you can't pretend to be someone else when you first meet somebody. Because that's the person that they fall in love with. Many people are falling in love with the person that you are pretending to be. And when you show your true colors, they change their minds. They don't like you anymore. And I think many of us are stuck. Many of us are stuck. We can't be free. Like, we just can't be free at all. And I think that's the sin. The biggest sin is when you can't be free in a world where you were created in to grow and to prosper. Seriously. There's something beautiful. Indeed, William. But I'm telling you, man, when you are always being compared, and many of us, to be honest, many of us get in a relationship with someone, and you know what we do without even thinking? We think about the last person that we were with, and we ask our spouse or our partners to become like that. Why don't you dress like this? Why don't you act like this? Why don't you be like this? Why don't you start to speak like this? Why don't you pretend to be this? Because we are trying to create that person into the last person that we loved. We are trying to make one person into the next. That's what we're doing a lot. When somebody keep asking you to change this, change that, change this, and for a fact it's not affecting their growth, it's not affecting them at all, and it's perfectly fine for you. When somebody keep asking you to change things about you, change how you fix your hair, change how you this, change how you that, it's because somebody is trying to make you into someone else, someone that they remember, someone that they recognize, someone that they once wanted, or someone that they let get away. Think about it. Think about it. Someone that they let get away. Hey, me Daria, and thank you. A lot of times, somebody that we once get. Listen, I remember I did this unconsciously too. I did this unconsciously. I did it unconsciously. I met this lady, and I swear, boy, when I keep, hey, why don't you put your hair like this? It was an unconscious thing, because I like how my ex kept her hair. I like how my ex walked. So, hey, why do you walk like this? And one day I realized, man. One day I realized, wait, hold on now. Who am I expecting my person to be? Someone else? You try to recreate what you once had. And I think we have to be mindful of this. And this is when we know we are not loved. This is how we know we are not loved. Hey, Ali. Do you see what I'm saying? One thing that we have to understand is that when you are not loved, what you're gonna do is what you're gonna experience is you're gonna feel less freedom. Because what love does, love gives you the freedom to be yourself. When you are not loved, you cannot be yourself. You feel stuck. You will mostly feel stuck. Hey, Monica, you will mostly feel stuck. When you compare a person like someone else, they're still in love with that. Indeed, 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 indeed. Been trying to recreate a past relationship probably because he passed away. You know what, Star? And that's real right there. Hey, Miss Jackson, that's real because he passed away. That's real. But it's not fair for the next person. The raspberry tea just it's just not fair for the next person. Because we're trying to recreate, especially when somebody passed away, when somebody did, when it's not because, you didn't break up because they were bad, they passed away, and you are trying to recreate that relationship, but you can't. You cannot have the same relationship with two people. Between what you said and genuine feedback. Like some people can be wasting their looks. What do you mean wasting their looks? What's the difference between what you said and genuine feedback? So genuine feedback is like this. And I'm gonna give you an example. Hey, Yolanda, I'm gonna give you an example. Like my wife. I don't want my wife to be anybody else, but I want my wife to be her best version. So I give her feedback when it comes to her career. I give her feedback. Hey, this is what you want? Let me help you. Because my first question to my wife is, what do you want? Right? And as we converse on a regular basis, she gets to tell me without telling me what she wants. And my thing is, if you want it, hey, I'm here. I'm here if you want it. I can assist you. Hey, listen, let's go to the gym. And that's why I take her to the gym with me. Right? That's why we work out together. Hey, do this. Hey, do that. That's why, hey, what do you want to, what's your career? What's your career path? And so what I do, based on what right now she told me she wanted to be a sergeant major. Well, let's do it. I was in the military, so hey, let's do it. Let me help you. Let me tell you what to do next. Let me tell you what you should be focused on next. And so I don't want her to be someone else. I want her to be a person that she wants, and that's feedback. Being honest. If she like dressing how she dress whatever you want to dress. You don't want to put on makeup, don't put it on. If you want to put it on, put it on. This is your business. But that's genuine, that's genuine feedback. My motive is not to change her. It's not to fix anything. My motive is just to assist her with her journey. Just like how if I marry you or you marry me, I think we should assist each other in our journeys. I think that's the point of being married. I think that's the point of relationship, assisting each other on our journey. And some people like being who they are. And when they like being who they are, who are you to try to make them into something else? You see what I'm saying? So that's genuine feedback. Hey, what do you want? This is why you have to have these conversations, because people desires change. People wants change. I think that's why many times relationships don't work, because your needs change. After 2, 3, 4 years, your needs change. And when your needs change, I think something is wrong with me. No. Everybody needs change. So we have to ask these, we have to have these uncomfortable conversations. How can I assist you with your needs? That's what I'm here for. I'm a tool. Use me. and I'm supposed to use you. We're supposed to use each other. You know, somebody said, what if your wife is using you? Damn it, if she not, she's stupid. Thank you, Jess. If she ain't using me, what's the point of having me? She should use me. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here just to look good in a pink shirt. Use me, because I'm using her too. You have to use who you have. That, and it sounds bad because we use, you see that word use, we think is a bad thing. We took a negative connotation to it. It's not a bad thing. We use everything. We have toilet paper, we use it. It's not negative. We use it, right? We have tools that we use. To use something or someone is not, we use people to get to where we want. It's just, that's what we do. What's the point of having a wife when I can't use her? I use my wife all the time. My wife uses me all the time. She uses me all the time. She has to. What's the point of having me? She used me to feel safe. She has me there to use me to feel safe, to feel protected. Hell, I don't mind being used. It's just, see, you are focused on the word. I'm talking about the realness. See, the word itself, some of you, see, some of us are always triggered by certain words. We gotta stop doing that. Sometimes that's figurative versus literal. Being used is not a bad thing. You use your pastor to teach you certain things. You are using it. You know, you are using him to teach you, for you to learn. It's not a bad thing. We just, but also you have to know also when you are being abused. There's a difference between using something and abusing something. You use things and people to get sometimes where you want to be. Some of us use our bosses to write certain recommendations because that's what using is. Hey, love God, how you doing? And so we just have to be mindful. It's not a bad thing. But we have to understand, man, if we are just there and not being used, then we're useless. You know what I mean? I think some of us now want to be in a relationship and we don't want to be utilized properly. Do you know what I mean? But many of us know when we are not loved. Many of us know when we are not loved. We know when we're not loved. You know, one of the hardest things to accept is when we're being with somebody and they don't love us. It's like we get mad. We get angry, right, Star? Like we get really angry. We get really annoyed. Like we really get annoyed when we have someone and we've been with them and we love them and they don't love us. Oh my God, it's the pain that we feel. But really and truly, it is what it is. People can love who they want to love. You know, we have a choice to love who we love and we choose to love them. They have a choice to not love us back. See, many of you think that you need healing because somebody don't love you back. We do, Khadija, indeed. We have to love ourselves first. We get mad. And you know, a lot of us choose people who is hard to love. Sometimes we don't even realize, hey, Naughty Puffins, thank you for always blessing me. Thank you so much. Blessings to you too. It hurts, but it is what it is. Thank you for joining. But many of us, man, how do you not love me as much as I love you? But now I know it's my own issue. See, we can't expect these things. Hey, thank you, Gemini. We can't, listen, we choose to love you, but you have a choice to not love us or to love us. And sometimes people just can't do it. Sometimes people can't love us because they don't have it's just not there. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to let love go. And you know, it's not love that you have to let go, it's the people. You hold on to love because, do you know this? Do you know what I love you mean? I just wrote this before I came on here. You know what I love you really mean? I had a client just now. I was on the phone I was on a call with a client. And we were talking about love. You know what I love you really means? Being given silent treatment. I'm just bitter right now. I don't know. I think, you know what I love you really means, man? I love you means when I see you, I feel this. When I hear your voice, I feel that. When I'm around you, I feel safe. When you do this, I feel. But do you notice that it's all happening within you? The whole experience? Thank you, Nanny Puffins. Do you know this is just happening within you? When I see you, I feel this. When I hear your voice, I feel that. My feelings and my thoughts and my emotions feel, and they're so amazing. But it's your emotions, your thoughts, and your feelings. Do you notice that? It's all happening within you. It's not happening outside of you. And it's not that you feel in there, you feel in yours. It's your own stuff. But do you feel it when they are not around? See, that's the problem. Gemini, that's the problem right there. That's so let me explain. The question is, but do you feel it when they're not around? If you can't feel that when they are not around, then it's not necessarily love that you are experiencing. You are experiencing this huge attachment. Because that is within you, that's within you should be always available to you. That's what's within you should always be available to you because it was always yours. It's always yours. It's your love that you experience. You cannot experience my love. Now, if when you are not there and I can't experience it, then the problem is, hey, bro, the problem is it's not within me, it's attached to you. So therefore, I have to be around you to feel it. That's called attachment. It looks like love, but it's not. It's a form of love. It's attachment. So we have to be careful when it comes to love. This is why love should happen first within you. Love has to happen first within you. That's why people say on social media, love yourself first. It's not that you love yourself, it's just love must happen within you. Love must happen in such a way that the thoughts that you think must align to your intentions, that must align to your own feelings, that must align to your own mindset and your vision. And when everything is aligned in that way, love happens. When love happens, the things that you begin to do is based on love, it's not based on someone else. And when you actually could experience the sweetness of your own emotions and your own thoughts and your own mindset and your own beauty, when you can actually experience that, it's very easy to love people. Loving you is the easiest thing if I love me. But loving you is the most difficult thing when I don't love me. Do you understand that? Hey, Charlotte, how you doing? Hey, FH. Does that make sense? Because what's already in me is easily to pour out. If it's in me, I could experience it outside of me. If it's in me already, it flows out naturally. Does that make sense to you all? So it's easy. See, when people making you feel, not to be all biblical, but love is, 1 Corinthians 13 describe love to me. Indeed. Indeed, Monica. Indeed. And please feel free to be biblical. It's not a bad thing to be biblical. But yeah, I always go back to Corinthians chapter 13 when it comes to love. Because it's real. It's a great explanation. But please feel free to be biblical. It's not a bad, I love biblical stuff. Do men always have love for the mother of their children? Or is it in the case-by-case basis? You can't put... Do men always have love for themselves? We have to learn something. Hey, Belinda. We have to learn something. We have to learn something. Do men or women always have love for themselves? Because let me tell you this right here. Thank you, FH. Let me explain to you something. Many of us don't know how to connect to our own love that's on the inside. Many of us don't know how to approach the love. Many of us don't know how to express the love. Many of us don't know how to connect to the love that's on the inside. Many of us, the love is always there. We just don't know how to connect to it. You know why? We can't connect to it because we connect to the anger. What's up, JP? What's up, man? How we doing? We connect to the anger. We connect to the resentment. We connect to the fear and the doubt. We connect, hey, GM, we connect to a whole bunch of things, and then those things cover us up. They covers up the love. And now we can't connect to the love. And so many people cannot connect to their own love. How can they connect to yours? Many people cannot connect to their own love. So how can they connect? Many people, you see, many people, what they do to connect to their love is to do physical things. They go get a haircut. Or you go do your hair. right? They go do your, you go do your hair. You go to the mall, you buy some shoes, and you spend some money on something. That's called emotional spending, right? You have to have something transactional to experience your own love. You have to eat a nice piece of cheesecake, or go to a dinner and eat, and that's how you experience your love or express your love. You're gonna do your feet or your nails. Hey, Tamara, you want to do all these things, and because that's how you express your love. But until you remove the anger, the resentment, the doubt, the lies that you tell yourself, until you remove all that guilt, insecurity, you don't have access to your love. And if you don't have access to your love, it's very hard to connect to mine. And so loving someone else is the most difficult thing because I cannot connect to it. I don't recognize it. I think that you don't love me. I feel nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. I feel alone. And when you can't connect to your own love, you feel lonely. See, being lonely and being alone is two different things. When you cannot connect to your own love, you will feel lonely all the time. When you can't connect to your love, there's a problem. That means think about it. You are connected to everything on this planet, in this universe. You are connected to the Creator, to your family, to every stranger you see, to all the dogs and the animals. And if you cannot experience that connection, it's because something within you is closed. The love is closed off. And so the problem is many of us cannot connect to our own experience of love, and we feel nobody loves us. You know why you make love into a big ass deal? We make love into the biggest deal because it's not there. People who have no money make money into a big deal. People who have no peace make peace a big deal. Listen, you only want what you don't have. Come on, man. Y'all don't understand me, man. Y'all don't understand me. You make going to the beach a big deal when there's no water around. You make taking a shower a huge deal when the whole country is black on water. Does that make sense to you? Everything becomes a big deal when it's scarce. And if love is a big deal, it's because it's scarce within you. If love becomes a big deal, it's because it's scarce within you. Because if you have it, you can connect to it at all times. You can always connect to it. It's yours. It's always been there. When you have, man, we need to understand the point of love. It is up to us. And you know why we can't find it? You know why we can't find it? It's because we don't have it. Because if you have it, you'll find it. If you don't have a TV, you won't be able to find it. If you don't have a TV in your house, how can you find it? You can't find a TV outside in somebody else's house. If you don't have a TV in your house, how do you say, oh, I found my TV in my friend's house, my neighbor's house? So you have my no, you can't. And so many of us are trying to look for the things that we are missing in somebody else's heart. When you have your own heart in your chest pumping every day, boom, doo-doo, doo-doo, blaming them for not giving us what we should give to ourselves. Doo-doo, doo-doo. So you cannot make somebody give you what you missing on the inside. That's many of us have been with ourselves for many years. Thank you, Carl. What's up, Keith? Many of us have been with ourselves for many years and we don't love us. Keith, be right or wrong? True or false? Many of us have been with ourselves. How many of us are in our 40s, 50s? And above, our 40s and above. How many of us are 40 and above? How many of us? A lot of us. I know people who watch my content are usually in their 40s and above. Or at least their 30s and above. It's about to give us the love we don't. Indeed, Khadija. Many of us are that grown. And, to be that age. Okay, 36, 31. Okay, close. Okay. What's up, you, Nick? How you doing? 25? Oh, wow. 23? No, you're not 23. Is it true? People who are 23 years old don't watch my videos. 63, Monica? Okay, I get you. People who are 23 don't watch my videos. My videos are boring to them. Turn 40 tomorrow. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm good too. But think about, you 23 for real. Okay, well, Good, good. Learning this now helps a lot. I wish I learned this when I was 23. Red Baby, good afternoon. How are you doing? Judy's 49. Imagine you are 40 plus years old and you have lived here for so long, 50 years old, and you still haven't gotten to the point where you appreciate and accept who you are. You still haven't accepted the nose that's on your face. You still haven't accepted the height that you have been given. You still haven't accepted your breasts and your legs and your thighs. You still haven't accepted that your hair or no hair or your bald head or your long, you still haven't accepted your lips being 50 something years old. Why should someone else accept it? Why? You had it for 40 years and you never appreciated, but you expect somebody who has been there for 3 months, to say, I appreciate. How? When you taught me how to look at you, when you taught me what to appreciate and what not to appreciate on you. Golden Melon, how you doing? How do you expect me when you have been with it for so long? I just met you. Should I love you more than you love you? That's not fair. That's chaos. That's ridiculousness. That is just you trying to have me do your job. You can't let me. See, this is why relationships don't work, because you want somebody to do your job. You want somebody to love you how you don't love you. You want somebody to accept you in the way that you don't accept you. You want somebody to be with you in the way you can't be with yourself. But that's not fair. You know, I realized as a leader, being in the military for 20 plus years, you know what the Army taught me? You know what the biggest lesson the Army taught me? Being in the military for 20 plus years, the military taught me as a leader, not a boss, as a leader, do not ask your subordinates or anyone to do what you are not willing to do. When you understand that, your subordinates, your soldiers, your workers, they respect you even more. They respect you even more, because if I ask you to do it, you know, damn it, I'm doing it with you. If I ask you to do it, it's because I do it, I did it, and I will still do it no matter what my rank is. That's the problem. You want somebody to love you in places where you are dark, where you can't love yourself, where you feel guilt at. Ain't that something? And I get it, sometimes we need help. We need assistance sometimes. But you want me to love you in your darkest. Well, you can't love you in your darkest. In your darkness, in your darkest place, you're suffering, you feel guilty, you feel sad, you feel lonely, you feel this, but you want me to come and love it when you can't. You know what you overcame, I don't. You know the things that you've been through, I don't. Why should I love it? Maybe you have a reason to not love it. Maybe I need to listen to you so I can figure out why you don't love it. Maybe I will agree with you. Thank you, FH. I'm serious. Maybe you have a good reason why you don't love you. So maybe I need to learn your reason. And so then I don't love you either. But many of us are getting mad at our partners and our exes to not love us because we don't love ourselves. How do we do that? When the love within you should be a choice. It's not based on what you did or who you think you are, your identity. Love within you should be unconditional. It means that no matter what condition that you are in, you should still have the same love. That doesn't make no sense? That doesn't make sense to you all? You are making it feel like love is a big deal, like love is a one-time in a lifetime thing. Love should be every day. Love should be just, hey, I love you. Why is surprised to hear somebody love you? Hey, I love you too. A man, a long time ago, this man in my church said, hey, I love you, brother. And I took it so, I'm like, what? How do I say that back to another man? Never knew that it wasn't based on genders. And I'm not talking about the intimate part. I'm talking about the love itself. I said, how do you tell other men that you love them? I had to learn, hey, this is not about genders and sexuality. This is about the love that's in your heart. To love all beings, not just the human beings either. To love all the beings that have the breath, you love it. The trees that don't have the breath, you love it. The trees that waves, you love it. The animals that that we think has no purpose, you love it. Because that's what we have to do. But how does one get to that level? Self-care, journaling, meditation? Great. That's a great question. Those are the questions that I like. I was a first sergeant in the Army for 20 plus years. How do you get to that point? It's very hard to say, how do you get to that point? You have to, first thing first, you have to remove, listen, everything that you meet, everybody that you meet, dating, relationships, people, they teach you what to judge about yourself. Indeed, Moya. They teach you how to judge yourself. And you base who you think you are, your identity, based on how people like you, how people accept you, how people treat you. And so you begin to judge yourself. Listen, until you remove all judgment and understand that people love you like how they love them, people do you wrong like how they do themselves wrong, people treat you like how they feel about themselves, you have to understand that number one, it's not personal. It was all a lie. You have to start to understand it was all a lie. When you remove that judgment from the inside, oh my Lord, you stop seeing how people look at you. You see, like sometimes, do you understand sometimes you think people looking at you for that reason? You think people looking at you and they're going to judge you for that reason and people ain't studying you? Have you ever been to the gym for the first time and think, I want to go to the gym because everybody looking at me? Have you ever, that ever happened to you? I don't know what I'm doing. People might be laughing at you and nobody even looking at you. You know why? Because on the inside, you're judging yourself. And the one who judges themselves will judge others. And one who judge others will judge themselves. As a matter of fact, you realize I had to look at people. I had to look at people and see the way how I'm judging them to realize that's the way I'm judging myself. As within, so without is the same thing. As within, so without. So when I use judgment on the outside, it means I am judging the inside too. And so when I begin to learn to remove the judgment, just let things be as they are. Let things be as they are. I don't know how we're supposed to be. I don't know how I was supposed to look. God didn't give me. You know one thing God never gave us? He never gave us. God never gave me. What do you call that? When you first, before you make a building, the blueprint. God never gave me the blueprint of human beings, what they're supposed to look like. And so, since God never gave it to me, I don't know what I'm supposed to look like. So what I look like is what I am. Number one. I never saw, anybody ever saw their blueprint? Yeah, you might look at your father and think that's how you're supposed to look. Yeah, you might look at a dude on social media or that woman on social media or that woman over there and think that's how I'm supposed to look. No, God never gave you your blueprint of how Kirk Hazel should look. He never tell you how I should look, so how can you judge me about how I look? You can't. All we're doing is we are using terms to judge. Words cannot judge what God created. Do we understand that? Hey, Kim, do we know that? Thank you, Connected State Land. You can't judge what God created. You can use words what you create. Somebody say, hey, you're short. Well, it depends. Who am I short compared to? You can't. Listen, if I tell you, hey, that cookie is small. The cookie is small. Do you know how small I'm talking about? Do you know what is small? What does small explain? What does small say? Does small explain the cookie? Because do you know what small to me and is not small to you? Do you understand what small is? Do you understand what big is? You can't understand what big is. All you are doing is using them terms to judge. And which one is right and which one is wrong. Which one is it supposed to be and which one is not supposed to be. You don't know. I never had a blueprint on myself. I never saw God say, hey, I'm going to show you what you're supposed to look like. Get there. I never saw it. I never saw it. And so when I look at myself, I don't see nothing wrong with me. I don't. I mean, yes, I work out. Yes, I go to the gym. Yes, I have a certain look that I want to hold. Yes, I want to be healthy. Yes, I want to respect my body. But when I look at myself, hey, you a fairy god sister, how are you doing? When I look at myself, what am I supposed to look like? I don't know. So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It can't. You have to remove judgment from yourself. When you remove judgment from yourself, everything will begin to elevate. But to remove judgment, you have to remove comparison. Stop comparing yourself. The people that doesn't love you, compare you. It's time for you to start loving you and stop comparing yourself to people around you that you don't understand, that you don't know their purpose, you don't know why they're here. You can't use your comparison with people. This is why it's so hard for us to love ourselves. Listen, you have to look at life as the breath, not as the physical thing, as the breath itself. When you start to look at life and appreciate life, the breath that's, you know what, you know what I did just to, again recently, just to awaken myself. You know what I had to do? Indeed, Mamie. Actually, I won't even say that. I won't even say that. How does one get to the stage? It's a process. It's never the end result. It's always, you're gonna always work, because everywhere you go, no matter what level you are on, you would always meet your mirrors. You would always see your mirrors. Everybody around you will always remind you of something that you want to tweak, something that you want to tweak. You will always find somebody to show you where you're at. You will always find somebody to remind you of where you was. And you're gonna use judgment. And then everybody wakes you up. So how does one get to that state? Learn to be still. Learn to be quiet. Learn to be humble. Learn to relax. Learn to trust. Learn to be open. Learn to get to a place where you accept what is instead of fighting and judging what is. Try not to compare yourself to your younger self. Just evolve into the best you. Indeed. Indeed. Many of us, the reason why we can't find love is because it's your own love that comes back to you. And you can't find it because it's not going out from you. There's something else leaving you, and it's not love. Listen, whatever goes, has anybody ever heard whatever goes out, come back? Whatever leaves, whatever goes out, come back. What goes around comes around. You reap what you sow. Yeah, do you ever heard them things? The Muffin Man. You know the Muffin Man? Whatever you give, you receive. Give and it shall be given to you. You see how those things, how it sounds the same? You see how it sounds the same? Whatever you give come back to you. You get what you give. You die by the sword. I mean, it's the same. It's all the same thing. What goes around comes around. What you send out must come back. If it ain't coming back, then it's not what you think that you're sending out. You see how simple that is? If it ain't coming back, it's not what you think is. If it's not coming back, it is not what you think that's going out. Indeed, Renee. Indeed, 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 indeed. If it's not coming back, then what you're sending off is something different. It's not that. Many of us, we send off a lot of fear. There's so much fear that we send out there. So much fear that we put out. So much fear and doubt. That's why everything that comes back, we don't know what it is. It brings confusion. You reap what you sow. The reason why love don't come is because love don't go. Many of us are afraid to invest. When you invest your money, do you get? Listen, when you invest your money, right? When you invest your money, do you get the interest first? Or do you have to invest first? When you invest your money, do you get the interest before you invest? You can't. You have to invest first. You have to give. You have to put your money into it first. You have to give your money in it first. You have to put your money in it first. You have to put money in it first. See, some of you want love to come back, but you're afraid to give it off. You want love to come back, but you are afraid to give it off first. Because everybody is afraid. Penny your love, sacrifice first, right? Everybody is afraid. Self-love is a challenge. But once you find it, there's nothing better. Nothing compares to it. And you know what though, so the comment is self-love is the challenge, but once you find it, there's nothing better and nothing compares to it. There's only one love. I think human beings in social media and people online, and this is just something that you remind me of. We speak of self-love like self-love is different from worldly love or from brotherly love or from sisterly love. The blood that you have The blood that you have on the inside, when you get cut, what comes on the outside? The blood that goes around on the inside, when you get cut, is the blood different that comes out on the outside? Hey, chose me, how we doing? I gave love, but I received hate and cheat. Try giving love to a rock. See what you get back. Try giving love to that lion that you meet. Try giving love to the lion that you meet on the safari and see what comes back. You think love's gonna come back? You think that they're gonna treat you with respect and love and they're gonna kiss on you? Listen, giving love is who you are. Giving try listen, try giving love to the lion. And then say, well, I give love to the lion and the lion didn't love you back. People have their own nature. People have their own nature. You love anyways. You do your nature, they do their nature. Have you ever seen a mosquito and you was in love? Don't it still bite you? You think because you're in love, they won't bite you? That's his nature, to bite you and suck your blood. True or false? So am I going to stop loving because his nature is to bite me and suck my blood? Come on now. Come on, let's talk. You choose to love somebody with that nature. You see what they are doing. You see what they are capable of. You see their behavior, and you still choose to love them and expect something different. Your love don't change them, it changes you. Your love don't change the mosquitoes. Mampondo, how you doing? Your love don't change the mosquitoes, it changes you. The mosquito's love changes himself. So when we say things like, I chose to love, but I get hate back, well, what did you love? And listen, me loving you doesn't mean that you have to love me back. Do you know that me loving you is my choice? And you not loving me is also your choice? Do we understand that? But you know what though? Here's the silly things that we do. Here's the things that we do. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. We got 4 options. Right? We got 4 options. Come on now, let's talk about this. We have 4 options. We got 4 women or 4 men. You know this story. There's a story. There was a man. I give the story many times. Boring story. There was a man. He had 3 women that he was thinking about. Thank you, Kim, for the gifts. He had 3 options of 3 women that he was dating, and he had to choose one. So he gave each woman $10,000. And after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, the first woman came and said, hey, listen, that $10,000 that you gave me, I went to get some lingeries. I went to do my hair. I get my body done so I can give it to you and that you can be pleased. The man said, thank you. I appreciate it. The second woman came back and said, listen, that $10,000 that you gave me, I took some, I bought you a TV in your house. I decorated your furniture. I bought you new furniture. I bought me some furniture for my house. And that's what I did with it. He said, oh, thank you for buying me my TV and my furniture. Good. The third woman say, hey, I took that $10,000 and I invested that $10,000. And I made $10,000 back. I gave you back your $10,000 plus $5,000, and I kept $5,000. That man said, damn. When it's time to choose who he chose, who do you think he picked? Who do you think he picked? Plus money, right? Chose me. Who do you think he chose? Now, before you answer this, some of you are going to say, he chose the one who invested the money. He chose the one who gave him back the money. He chose the one who, number 3, right? Third woman. You all would assume that. He didn't choose that one. He chose the one with the biggest breast. That's what he chose. The biggest breast. The one with the biggest titties. The one with the most succulent nipples. That's the one he chose. That's the one he chose. You see, you all have options. And since you have options, just because you love that one more Just because you like that one more, just because that one is more appealing to you physically, that's why that one gives you this feeling. That's one you pick. You're not picking based on character. So when you all say, I chose to love, but I got hate back, you choosing to love the people that you have feelings for. Feelings don't make a damn difference. You all keep getting feelings. You all keep getting feelings. You all think feelings mean something. That's the problem. You really believe in your heart is the one that you feel the most for is the one that you choose. And when I love that man or that woman that I have the most feelings for, then how do you hurt me? I have so much feelings. That's your feelings. That's your feelings. Though ain't worth a damn. It's just past memory. Your feelings. This is how we choose the things. Yes, feelings make us human. But if feelings is your decision-making process, guess what? Take what you get. Take what you get. If feelings is how... Anybody in here have a business? Does anybody in here has a business? Anybody in here is a businesswoman? Hey, Just Love, how you doing? Does anybody in here have a business? And if you have a business, do you make your decision based on feelings? Do you make your decision based on feelings or what makes sense? Which one do you, when you're about to make your business plans, is it based on your emotions or on what makes sense? Which one do you base it on? Which one do you use the most when you're talking about your money? When you're talking about your money, what makes sense? So how do you put a relationship, something that changes, listen, a relationship can stick with you. Anybody had any relationship that still sticks with you for years? And the abuse still in your mind, the feeling still in your body, the fear is still in your heart, that doubt, that distrust is still there. Anybody had any relationship that effed them up? Them things stay with you forever. And you're going to pick them based on a feeling? Then go ahead. It makes sense to you, do it. If it makes sense, and it's not and you think that's man's logic? Romy Rome, what's good with you, man? How you doing? You don't pick something that's lasting for feelings. Feelings are temporary. Feelings are temporary. Muhammad, if you want to debate me, go somewhere else. Because you're not, what you want to debate me with? You're a grown man, want to debate me. Who want to debate somebody? Go debate someone else who wants to talk to you. What you want to debate me for? I ain't bothering you. If what you believe makes sense, keep it. If, listen, I don't debate. If what you believe makes sense, take it. Then get off my life if you're 17. This ain't for you. Hey, brothers, how you doing? I have to be attracted emotionally and mentally compatible, and it has to make sense as well. It has to make sense. Sir, if I'm not attracted to a man, what? Now, here's the thing, right? Take that one bottle. If I'm not attracted to a man whatsoever, still choose him. Can I explain something to you all? Can I be honest? I don't know. This is very unpopular. This is not something that you'll hear. It's something that many of you will find issues with, and I get it. I'm not here to tell you the things that you already hear. What you've been hearing, do you notice that the things that you've been hearing all over social media is not true? It doesn't work for you. It doesn't work. It hasn't been working. The things that you hear, someone said, wide is the way through hell. When everybody thinking the same, feeling the same, and saying the same crap, something is wrong with it. Come on. Let me just put it out there. When everybody's saying the same crap, doing the same crap, it's because something is wrong with it. And it's more attractive because somebody is saying it and everybody looks, conformity is how we struggle. Conformity. We conform to what everybody is saying and doing, and it makes us feel more comfortable. I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm going to tell you the thing that is very unpopular and it doesn't feel good. This is why. Romy, thanks, man. This is why we have issues. All right, chose me. You be blessed, man. Have a blessed day. That's why we have issues. If I create a space in my mind, and I want you to think about it, okay? Told me I hurt his feelings. If I create a space in my mind where my feelings, my thoughts, my emotions, everything is sweet on the inside. Let's say everything is sweet on the inside. Sky. When everything is sweet on the inside, everything is flowing wonderfully. That means I get to control a lot. I have a lot more control because what's going on the inside is my choice. It's my choice. What's happening is my choice. That's why everybody can't do it. It's my choice. That means you have no effect. You have no. And when everything is going swell on the inside, I get to choose. Because I'm not looking for a feeling. I'm not looking for demanding all these things. I'm not looking for all this crap that you are looking for. Everything's already flowing within me beautifully. When I meet somebody who makes sense, since everything's already flowing perfectly, this the one. This makes sense. Hey, Shonda, this is the one that makes the most sense. This is the one that keeps this energy flowing. This is the one this is the one that makes sense. It's not based on a feeling. It's not. You see, my love is not based on a feeling. And so many of us, we want that feeling because we don't have it we don't have no control on the inside. We can't get it on the inside. On the inside, it's never there. And so we look for that feeling. When you can give yourself that feeling, you depend on someone else. You want the stimulation. You want that thing, this high feeling from someone else. That's your duty. And so when I say you got to choose what makes sense, not what feels good. Because what feels good today can feel like shit tomorrow. But everybody wants to go to the popular, I have to feel. You know, when I chose my wife, it's not based on a feeling. It was based on, I made a decision, this is the one I want because this makes sense. This aligns with this aligns with me. If I can create that love on the inside, I can make it flow on the love to her. If I can create that love on the inside, I can make it flow in that direction. If you have no choice in who you love, we have a problem. if you can't love that person when that makes sense, and you only love the one who hurts you and abuse you, and you can't, then that's on you. That's on you. And the problem is we have no control. Listen, what happens outside of you is not under your control. But what happens within you, if it's not on your control, you're suffering twice. If you have it already and someone comes along and disrupts it, it doesn't make sense. Somebody can't, listen, people like to say somebody could disrupt their peace. You can't disrupt nobody's peace because peace is not saying that everything is always still. Peace is saying even when even when the storm comes, even when the rain comes, even when the suffering comes, you're okay. Nobody destroy your peace. Your peace is your choice. A matter of fact, you find the most peace in war. A matter of fact, the reason why I am at peace is because I went to combat a couple times. I went to combat a couple times. I know what peace really is. You see, until you've been through some shit, you don't know what peace really is. Everything bothers you. Everything annoys you. Everything makes you run. Everything makes you. I went to combat. I faced the enemy. I put my guns up. I got blown up. I saw what chaos was. I've been through divorce. I've been struck by lightning. I've been through hell. I've seen that. I've tasted death. I've been unconscious. I've seen it. You talking about peace? Oh, you can't disrupt my peace. You crazy? But everybody, you can't disrupt my peace. We don't give people chances. We give them one chance, one day. If I see any red flags, nobody wants a relationship because relationship, you don't necessarily get. Listen, when you invest money, how long do you take until you see Profit. When you start your business, how long do you take to see the profit? How long? Does it even have a time frame? How long does it take? Yeah, bro, I was struck by lightning. I was struck by lightning a few years ago. It takes as long as it takes. See, you all want relationships and you want the benefits right now. See, you want a marriage and you want the benefits right now. See, you want to start this beautiful relationship, but you want it, you want all the benefits right now. Some of you can't wait. Some of you suck. That's why some of you are going to be, some of you are going to stay broke. Some of you are going to retire with nothing because you want that thing right now. You want that thing right. It has, you have to build these things. It takes time. Everybody that you meet is ridiculous. Everyone that you met is, whew. Thank you, William. I appreciate it. Everybody that you meet is just ridiculous. Everybody that you meet is a gold digger. Everybody that you met, that you meet is raggedy. Everybody that you meet, something is off. If everybody that you meet is raggedy, you must be raggedy too. I don't want to hurt your feelings. It's a process. It's a process. It's a process. It takes time to cultivate this stuff. It takes time to build. It takes time to create. It takes time to form. Even the world, God took a while to form the world. You want to take one day to make the perfect people in the perfect time, the perfect person at the perfect time in the perfect situation. You have to come with all these things. You have to come with all these things. Where do you find that at? That's why you all are not gonna have what you want, because you have no patience, you have no respect, you have no time, you have no tolerance, you have nothing. I have a male friend with a bad past and never been married. Some still see him that way as bad. Why? I can't answer why they see him that way. People see what they want to see. People only see what they want to see. That's all they can see. You can't see nothing else. People see me as the same way as they saw me all 20 years ago, and that's okay. That's a beautiful thing. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. But I know people see me the same way as how I was, and I can't blame them. People are stuck in the past. People are stuck in passes where you don't understand. A lot of people are stuck in the past. Even yesterday, I explained why women are always in their heads. Because women, hey, Shug, a lot of times women, that's why the Bible spoke about Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt, because a lot of times women are always stuck in their heads. And what's in your head? The past. And so that's why many women can't move on. One bad relationship, a woman is stuck. Come on. One bad relationship, a woman is stuck in her head. She goes there and she turned into a pillar of salt. She preserved the past. She preserved that bad time. And she goes back there because why? That's just what she does. So a lot of women are stuck in the past. That's why whatever sounds good is what captures you, because it sounds good. It brings back memories and feelings. And you wait because you're stuck in the past. That's why you can stay there waiting for a man for 15 years because you are still caught up or hung up on how he was in the beginning. You're stuck in the past. Many women are stuck in the past. I keep attracting the same man. I'm tired of being the giver. Childhood trauma has given me a fear of abandonment and keep staying in toxic relationship because of the fear of letting go. I understand that too well. If you are tired of attracting the same men, I'm tired of being the giver, then stop being the giver. Hey. Stop being the giver. You can stop being something if you want to stop being something. You can stop anytime. That's right. The facets of D. You can stop. What about attracting down low men? You attract feminine men? Maybe, a lot of times when you are a very masculine woman, you are very, when you are a very dominant woman, you will always attract more softer and feminine men. I'm not saying anything is wrong with feminine men or softer men. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that's how this world is. Whatever you are, is whatever you attract, it comes from you. It comes from you. When you are too scared and get anxious, that happens. Shonda, are you a very masculine woman? Have you been considered masculine? Thank you, Christina, for the follow. Have you been considered masculine and very dominant? Would that describe who you were or who you are? Have you heard that before? Multiple times? I mean, hearing it once, no big deal. Hearing it twice, hearing it three, four times, oh! How often have you heard it? Single moms always in charge. I hear. Yeah. Sometimes, well, that too, Naima, that too. I mean, but a lot of times, man, a lot of times, energy attract itself for the opposite for the balance. If you are getting anxious and you are scared, that's a sign that you need to be still. Tomboy, they call you. Naturally, when you are a giver and you don't know how to receive, a lot of women who are givers don't know how to receive. When you call yourself a giver, it's because it's not balanced, the energy. You remember the law, the universal law is called the law of giving and receiving. Is given. It's not the law of giving. There is no law such as the law of giving. There's a law of giving and receiving. The same law is what goes around comes around. That same law is what goes out comes back. But if you block yourself and you close off to receiving, then therefore damage you're gonna always run out. And so many of you meeting these people who cannot give to you. Listen, I say this all the time. A man who cannot give to you cannot love you. You heard me say this often. A man who cannot give to you cannot love you. They will have a hard time loving you. And it's not because you are bad. It's not because you're a bad woman. It's not necessarily because you are too masculine. It's because that's just how the man is made up. The masculine comes with the penis. The man comes with the pee-pee. And the feminine comes with a little hole. Or a big hole. Whatever it is. It comes with soft stuff. See, the feminine comes with soft things. Things to feel on. Things to penetrate. The masculine is usually the harder one with the penis. And so therefore, naturally, one gives and one receives. One gives and one receives. And sometimes, even when you change position and she's on top, she is still receiving. It's just she looks like she's giving, but she's not. He is still giving. You know, when she's on top, she can't give. She reciprocates. Right? And so that's what's happening. So a lot of times, so a lot of times the issue is, you say, what if they have a strong, Lord have mercy. So a lot of time, what's happening is that when you meet a man who can't give, how can he love you? He can't love you. He's not there. He doesn't feel worthy. He doesn't feel appreciated. And a man who does not feel appreciated because he cannot feel appreciated because he's not doing nothing to be appreciated for, he cannot love you. He cannot stay. He has to go. He cannot remain there. Does that make sense? And if you are a giver, as you consider a giver, as a woman, it doesn't work for you. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. Because the giver runs out. And as a woman, your makeup is not to be the giver. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what type of feminist, it doesn't make sense. When a woman begins to be the giver, she begins to feel resentment. True or false? Have you ever been in a relationship where the roles were turned, the roles was completely turned, and you begin to feel resentment? You realize he's been off for 2 weeks. You come home, you see him on the couch, you can't stand his ass. He went to work, SB for real. He went to work in 3 weeks, and you already hate him. Like, damn. I mean, I like to see you, but damn. Why? Because it's not how you are made up. And so the man, since he feels underappreciated, that's why you all think they are insecure. It's not about insecurity, it's how he is made. When you are doing too much for a man, the man cannot love you because And I'm not saying to not reciprocate. I'm saying to be the only one doing. He can't. He can't feel appreciated. He can't feel valued, and he can't feel respected because he know in his heart he has nothing to be appreciated or respected for. Does that make sense? So he feels inferior. So what he does now, he go finds him a woman that can make him feel appreciated. He begin to take your money and use your car. Listen, I'm not telling you this because I don't know. I'm telling you this because that's how a man is created. That's just how it is. Do you understand? He finds a little woman who have nothing, one that you call ratchet, one that you call ghetto, one that you call she ain't got shit. She live in the hood. He finds that woman with nothing and drives your car and use your money to give to her and use for her. And she looks at him and say, thank you, I appreciate you. That's when he stays with her. And now you, no matter what you do for her, how much you give to him, what you do for him, it means nothing. Does that make sense? That's what happens. That's what's been happening. And so you call yourself a giver. You see, many of you who call yourself givers is people who had to work for love. But in relationship, if you have to work for love, you're paying too much. To Amazon because you are quite a pack. That's funny. I'm serious. That's how it works. That's how it works. You call yourself a giver because you was always trying to feel irrelevant or important when you give. See, the only time you felt loved by your parents, your mother, when your father, your siblings, when you give them some good grades, you give them this, you give them that, they praised you when you did wrong, they cursed you when you did nothing right. And so now when you go into a relationship with a man or a woman, talking about I'm a giver. Why? Is because it's how you feel relevant. Because if a man who's a giver, why you think you don't meet those men? Because you cannot handle those men. Because if a man gives to you, you don't feel like they need you. Come on now. It makes sense. If a man is in a position to give to you and do for you, you don't feel comfortable. You feel like you probably don't need me anyways. Why am I even here? I'm like a puzzle piece. Why are you even here? Like, do you really love me? That's what it is. That's what it is. And so you always find yourself with takers. Why? Because that's all you can handle. You can't handle a giver. You can't handle a giver. You can't. Because your ego, you are so used to doing things for love. You are so used to trying hard to feel love. You are so used to, extending yourself too far so you can hear I love you. It becomes toxic. Somebody said that's not giver. It's somebody who wants control. But a lot of time that comes from that. That comes from that. So we have to learn, man. We have to learn. Yeah, Jen, we have to learn now. If you think that you're a giver, relax. As a woman, learn how to receive. Now, when I say that, learn how to receive, I don't mean you should be saying stupid things like, I never give to a man. I don't do anything for a man. That's just stupid. That's just stupid. That's not what I'm saying. Yes, of course you do for your man. Of course you do. Of course you reciprocate. Of course you do for your man. I'm not saying to stop giving to your man. That's not what I'm saying. Let me say that out loud. I'm not saying to stop doing for a man. I'm saying that if when he does for you or give to you, you feel funny. You're afraid to ask for things because if I ask, you might judge me. You have a problem. We have a problem. We have a problem. We got to be careful. Understand, when you're with a person, I realize love is only on the inside. How you connect to it, how you feel it, how you think about it. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. Inferiority complex on that front. Yeah, I'm telling you, you have to just relax and trust the process. You have to have the love on the inside. You have to have love on the inside. You have to kill that childhood stuff. Understand that's the past. That's why I keep saying this. I say it again. Women live in the past. Indeed, indeed, Adele, indeed, indeed. Said men don't just give money, they give their time, ideas, and energy. We're always receiving. Indeed, indeed. When someone tells me they like someone, it makes me happy to surprise them with it. Oh, they like something or someone. I shouldn't do that. No, no, no. Do that. But as long as you're not the only one doing it, or it's not coming from a place of ego or control or to control somebody's, a lot of times we buy people love. We try to buy love. Yeah, we try to buy love. We try to do something so that, we all do it. You stay not too long, Chandra. I think we try to do things so that people can love us, or so they can recognize us, or that they can praise us. If you're gonna do it because you want to do it. There's nothing wrong with doing something for somebody. But people who always say I feel used, you're not doing it for the right reasons. If you're gonna do something, do it for because you love them. Yeah. If that's who you are, be it. But understand, when you begin to say I feel used, then you are doing things for the wrong reasons. You are doing things because, listen, I give my wife everything. Whatever she asks for. If she leaves today, I don't feel used. You know why I don't feel used? Because I wanted to do it. I did it from my heart. Yeah, because I want to. I did it just because this is how I felt. This is what I wanted for her to have. She has it. Listen, when she leaves, she can take it. Because you can't use me. I'm saying you can't overuse me because I'm doing things I'm doing. See, I'm completely free. I'm doing it. I can say no. I can say no. She can do whatever she want to do, but you can't use me because I'm doing it because I want to do it. What if you do whatever you can and happy on both, and the next day they dump them? Listen, you can't control when people dump you, when people break up with you. Some people are gonna listen. Some people just don't want you. Indeed, go to Madeline. Some people just don't want you. Whether you do it or you don't do it. Whether you give them money or you don't. Some people just don't want you. And yes, some want to take from you, but if you're going to give because you want to give. When you give because you want to give, only then can you be free. But if you give to gain something back, to make somebody stay, then something is wrong. That means you are using yourself. You are putting yourself in a bad place. But you are not taking advantage of her like most men would. I don't think most men do anything. Hey, we got to stop using most men and most women. That most men, most women stuff. I think we got to stop doing that stuff. We have listen, we have to stop the most men, most women. We have to get it out of our system. We don't know most men. We know 5, 10, 20, 100 tops. We don't know most men. Everybody is an individual and unique. We have to stop with the most men, most women. Women are women, but they are individuals. Men are men, and they have choices. We really have to stop with the most men. I think that brings the most problems. Because I don't know what most women want. I don't know what most women. I don't even know what other men want because I'm a man. I have no idea what men want. I don't know. I know what I want. But the most men, most women, you know how much men? There are over 4.5 billion men on this planet, even more. They did a census just the other day and they realized they skipped some parts of the earth. When they said they had 8 billion people, they skipped some places. They didn't count some places, some hard to reach places. There are more than 4 to 5 billion men. We cannot say most men. We really can't. Because men, depending on what they have, their status, how successful they are, they want different things. I can't tell you what men want. There are broke men, rich men, successful men, conscious men. Some are all. There are tall men, short men, men who ain't working, men who are. I can't tell you. We can't say most. It's so many women. You can, what you want, what she want, what that woman want. That has a business. She has no business. She has no money. She is pregnant. She's not. You can't tell nobody what most people. Most people don't. This most stuff don't exist. Most men, most women. That is the destruction to our people. Because it doesn't make sense. I was watching a video today, and the video was this. The video was based on this. Somebody was asking a Russian woman about would they date an American man. And these Russian women live in Russia. But they assume, based on stupid social media, that they think that most men in America, this is what they are. But it's not true. You're seeing something. You remember when we used to think Africa was a poor continent? Do you remember when we used to think? You remember when we used to think? Remember when we used to see them? You see, like 3 in the morning, you hear them commercials on TV. You watching TV, and then thing comes on, and then this little dry land with some starving people, and you see them eating and flies on them, right? And you, and somebody come on with their voice, donate 50 cents a day. Sing grace. Just 50 cents a day can save 2 lives. Right? And you thought Africa was this poor country. It's not even a country, it's a continent. Africa, oh my God, that's where everybody. A matter of fact, I remember when I came to the US. Seriously, when I came to the US, I had joined the army from the Caribbean. And when I came in the army, when I came to America, people was asking me, because my accent was strong, people was like, do you all have houses? I said, what? Do you guys live in houses? I said, who, me? I said, yes, why? I saw on TV that you guys don't have houses. So you thought that's how most Caribbean people live. I said, what? Exactly, Room. I said, what now? Yeah, I thought you all swinging trees. I bet you I don't have cars. What? I took a car to the airport. No, you all don't have cars. Most people in the Caribbean don't have. What? So when you see them stupid commercials, for $2 a day, you can help 30 starving children. We will charge your credit card just once a month. You think most people was poor in Africa? You think most people live in trees? And so when we say most men, most women, where are we getting that statistic from? Because the census numbers is not even true. The census is not even true. It's not true. If we can live without loans and all pay. I'm telling you, we have. And when you begin to think most men, most women, the way how you live your life is based on fear, and you already think that you know, so you can't learn nothing, and then you begin to have resistance and doubt, and now when you want somebody, you think most men are trash anyways. So where is it coming from? You getting it from our FYP? You know what I mean? So because you have this belief now, most men, most women are just gold diggers. Now, I don't give a woman a chance. Because as soon as she say, yeah, I got bills, I knew it. But she was just talking to you. She was just conversing. But since you already have that belief system, everything can be used as your own evidence. This is why we have to be mindful. Because whatever you believe, you find evidence to it. You find evidence. Hey, baby girl, I didn't answer your phone because I had to work late. I knew it. I knew it. You knew what? I knew you were lying. Why you knew I was lying? I just knew it because my ex told me the same thing. My ex was always cheating and he was telling me you was working late. And now I just met you 2 weeks ago and you telling me the same thing. I knew it. I knew you weren't shit. But I'm working right now. I'll send you a picture. Look, I'm in my office. Oh, so you really working late? Yes. You still there? Yeah, I don't know why I be tripping sometimes. listen, listen, listen. I don't, cause you know you are gonna. I don't, what? I mean, I'm not. It's not my fault. I'm just saying. I mean, niggas be tripping. Niggas be lying too. But you know, maybe you're not lying yet. Maybe it's. But I mean, I mean, okay, fine. If you say, I mean, okay. My bad. You know, I'm so used to niggas lying. Hey, seriously. I'm just saying, my husband, the ex-husband did it, and so you don't give people chances because you already think most men, most women. So now you are sabotaging everything. You don't give no opportunities for somebody to be honest. So now people are gonna lie to you to keep you. And I don't know why niggas gonna lie, because if you don't lie, you're gonna trip. You know, one day, a long time ago, I was with this woman, and I swear to God, I was at a park playing soccer. I was playing soccer. I was playing soccer with some people who I was in the military with. And I didn't answer my phone. And she called me and said, Kirk, why didn't you answer your phone? If I tell you I was at a park playing soccer, you wouldn't believe me. Shit. I was just sleeping. I was sleeping. I just woke up. But you're not even home. I'm tracking your phone. Damn it. See, I know you lied because because you already have it in your heart and in your mind that I'm a liar. All men lie. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm done. Listen, I knew it. Be done then. You a liar. You ain't shit. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Why didn't you tell her you were playing soccer in the first place? It's not. Sometimes you don't make plans. Sometimes you just happen to pass somewhere and you just. You know, it's not everything that you do is a plan. You ever stop by Walmart and on your way from Walmart, you stop at Sonic's and get a drink? Do you tell your spouse, hey, I stop at Sonic's and get a drink? You know, some things are not planned. And then when you stop at Sonic's, you meet somebody there. Hey, bro, what's good, man? What's going on? Yeah, man, hey, let's talk. You don't plan. Everything is not planned. Everything is not planned. So we have to understand, man. Like sometimes you have, but the belief systems that we have, the belief systems that we have already in our minds, we think everybody is doing something. We think everybody is in drama. We think everybody is lying and everybody is cheating, and it's disrupting our own lives. It's not bringing us peace. So everybody that we meet or we have the potential to meet and that we're already lost. That's our problem. We're already lost. We're based it on history. I'm telling you, people live in the past. People live in the past. It's just something that we do. But we have to get out of it. We have to snap out of it. I think when people want good relationship, I think one of the best things to do is get your ass off social media. I think men need to be telling the truth even when it's going to hurt their woman. No. That's not true. No. Sometimes the truth is your business. What you think sometimes is your business. What I think sometimes is my business. Because if the truth, do you know the truth is your business? Why do you have to hear my truth all the time? Why can't you just relax? Men don't have to. Do women always tell men the truth? Think about it. You know if your baby daddy show up to your house, you know for a fact your man is gonna go crazy. So you make up some crap. Right, you make up some crap where I met him at the park. He wasn't at my house. Why? Because you know if you tell, you're gonna break up, you're gonna lose your family over some nonsense. So women don't tell the truth. Come on, hey Miranda. Come on now, let's be honest. Sometimes you don't always tell the truth because the truth is it doesn't hurt nothing. It doesn't. Listen, my wife asked me the other day, "Hey, Kirk," and it's not a lie. Kirk, are we gonna be together when we old? Sure we are. I don't know. Shit, you ask me weird question. I don't know. Sure we are. I can't tell you I don't want to. I can't tell you, man, shoot, leave me alone. Yeah. So the truth is your business sometimes. You know, everybody wants the truth. And then you tell you the truth. Next thing you know, for the next 15 years, the truth stick in your head. You can't heal. Oh my God, my mom told me that this is what she thought about me. You don't want the truth. Many of you don't want the truth. We lying. We don't want. Listen, I tell you the truth. Hey, you look fat. Oh my God. No, you can't sleep with me because you feel. You said I said I looked fat yesterday. I'm gonna hide myself now. No, you know, I walk in the bathroom, you taking a shower, you covering up. Get out the shower. Why? You said I look fat. Oh my God, I didn't mean it that way. You're lying. See, you don't want the truth. You don't want the truth. Sometimes the truth ain't your business. Do you still love me? Yes, that's the truth. Nothing else. What you want to hear how I think, how thick you are, Kirk? Be honest. Especially when a woman say, be honest. Don't be honest. Hey, Alyssa. I'm going to tell you the difference between a woman lying and a man telling lies. We all lie. All lies. There's no difference. Everybody lies. Everybody lies. You know, for some reason, we think that women and men are different. We're not different, you know. We have different body parts. You have nipples. Your nipple is bigger. My nipples are smaller. You have more chest, breast tissue. I have less. My stuff stick out. Your stuff goes in. And I think, and we have certain hormones. You on your period. You off your period. You menstruating. I got my ego. I got my stuff. I got my stuff. We all the damn same, you know. We want the same thing. We want the same things in life. I'm serious. We want the same thing. We want happiness and peace. Yeah, we might go about it differently in a weird sense, but we all the damn same. You know, when God said, let's make man in our own image, both men and woman is man in God's image, in his imagination. We're the same. We are a manifestation of God. We are the same. We just think that we're different because you have a vagina. Hey, Nina's. Oh, I thought I missed an appointment. Hey, Black Barbie. We all the same. Men have convinced themselves that they are protecting a woman by lying. But as you just proved, men lie to protect what they want to get, not who they get it from. I'm not sure what that means, Miranda. I think we have general ideas about men and women. Listen, we have to stop the generalized things about men and women. Let me say this. This is what I would say. This is what I believe. Whatever I believe a man is and a man should be is what I become. F everything else. I don't care about nothing else. Me having opinions about all men, all different type of men, it's not my business. I don't care. If I know this is the man I want to be, this is what I focus on. This is what I focus on. This is what I become. And I think we need to learn. We need to stop worrying about all men and all women and worry about just be us. Just be you. And focus on the ones who come to you. Focus on the ones who vibrate to you. Because the truth is, they're going to be a whole bunch of shit, miscellaneous people, this type people. That ain't my business. It ain't my business. I ain't worried, man. Listen, I can't. It's too much shit to worry about. It drives you nuts. It drives you anxious. You don't know who you're meeting. I realize if I be who I am, then whoever I meet, I don't really... What you see, what you get is the same thing. You get the same damn thing. You get me. Because I'm choosing me. You have to choose who you're going to be. I'm done. Listen, this is why I'm done with the most men, most women. People are individuals. Some have their own reasons. Some they have their own. We don't know what people's reasons are. We don't know why they are wired that way. Everybody have different history. Everybody have a different belief system. They grew up differently. They have different culture, different traditions, different motives, different this, different that. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. I don't want to figure it out. It ain't my business. I just need to know why I'm doing what I'm doing. And all the other women, I don't care why they're doing it, who they're doing it with. I care about my wife and my kids. And if I can help somebody by using um, my own testimony or my own stuff, hey, you don't want to do it? All right. Hey, blah, blah, blah. No? Okay. I'm done with it. I'm done. I am done. But I want to be the man that I want to be. I don't know about him. I don't know about my brothers. I have brothers. I have cousins. I have uncles. I don't know them. I know me. But seriously. But when you understand that, you approach people in this mindset that I'm not prejudging you. I'm not coming to you with assumptions. I'm just coming to you straight. So I don't have any pre stuff and pre that and pre this, and because if I have prejudgment and pre this and pre this, I'm gonna screw up the entire process. I'm not listening. A lot of us don't listen. We're not listening. And when I coach people, I let people talk to me for. I remember I met this lady. I was coaching this lady, and she had an hour. Our time was an hour, and she spoke for 50 minutes. 50 minutes, and I just listened, not judging. I don't know what the hell she called me for. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. And she said, "Kirk, tell me what you think." Oh, okay, this is what I think based on what you told me. I don't know what you wanted. I'm just listening. We can't assume what people are doing, what they want. We have to learn that people come from a different place, different space, different purposes, different reasons, different intentions. They come from a different cultures, different traditions, different desires, different lacks, different this, different financial situation, different this, that. Man, you have to just sometimes listen. Because if I assume, a dude, I told you about the dude who stopped me yesterday or 2 days ago. And when he pulled me, when he stopped me, he said, "Hey man, I love your car, and you have beautiful teeth." Man, listen, if I was assuming that he wanted anything from me when we first met, I would have probably closed off. But I'm like, hey man, I love your car. Hey, thank you man. How fast do you drive a car? I don't drive fast, but you have beautiful teeth. All right, all right, thank you. I wasn't expecting it. But I can't assume when people come to me, this is what they want. I used to do that when I was younger, and it didn't work. I think many of us could have better relationship with people or with ourselves or just in general if we can just put aside, because a lot of us have prejudged, like we just I don't know, man. To me, I'm like, F what. you know y'all get what I'm saying? I mean, most people, most men, most women. You know, can I be honest with y'all? I'm gonna be honest with you all. Can I be honest, a little transparent? Can I be transparent with y'all without y'all judging me? And if you judge me, I don't mind, because that's your judgment. That's not mine. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Don't judge me too harshly, because I had a rough past. When I say rough, not rough as in what you would think. I have been with many, many, many women. Many. I have been with many, many, many women. Many. I don't remember how many, because I blocked it out. It's not something that I was proud of. Maybe hundreds, maybe a couple hundred, maybe 300. My number was about 300 plus. I don't remember. Maybe 10. Who knows? Right? I have been with many. Hundreds. I have been all over this world. I've traveled from here and to, I've been to Europe. I have lived in Europe. I have lived in Asia. I have lived in the US. I have lived all over this world, being in the military. I've slept with many people. Mom, when I tell you I was ridiculous. And I've been all over this world. I've traveled most continents. And I still don't have an opinion about most people. And I still don't know about most women. Even though I have physical evidence. I have inserted myself in many women. And I still don't know what most women are. I have no idea. And so when I look at my wife, I see my wife. Because if I saw most women, hey, happiness, hey, Nikki. If I saw most women, it will F me up and memories will come back and comparison comes back. And so I have to learn to look at her and her alone. Listen, I don't know what most women is. I don't know what most men is because I cannot do it. I can't. And so I stopped doing that stuff. I've been to many countries and lived there for years. I have lived in Asia for like 3 years. I lived in Germany for 5 years. I lived in Estonia for 2 years. I have lived in the US. I lived in Georgia. I lived in Kentucky. I lived I lived all over this damn world. And I don't know what I've been in different cultures. I've been in so many different cultures. I have lived amongst the people. I have ate their foods. I have prayed to their gods. I have been to church with people, with them in different, I've been to their, I don't know what most people is. Most men and most, I don't know what most women and most men are. Why do we think we know what most men or most women are? Hey, Maxie, how you doing? Why do we think we know? I really have been all over this world and I still have no idea. It's good to see you. It's been a long time. So you wore a hoe. I was old. So you might have children you never met. No, I don't have children I never met. Hey, Doris, how are you doing? I was bad, but I was very careful. I'm just saying. So how do you maneuver a relationship with an avoidant partner, especially when communication is not one that, I don't think I understand the question. I don't know what the avoidant partner is. Listen, we call a lot of things a lot of things. Oh, that's fine, Max. We call a lot of things a lot of things. We have all these terminologies. We have all these terminologies for everything. Hey, Bella Rose. We avoidance and this and that and narcissist and I don't do those things. Oh man. Okay, give me a second, okay? Give me a second. I'll be right back. My wife is calling. Give me a second. Oh. Mom live. Okay, you all still there? I forgot what I was saying. What the heck was I saying? Oh, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, damage and we think we know because we compare our experience to the stories of those we hear from others. It leads to the belief that is more common. I agree. I completely agree. I actually agree. I actually agree to that. Dating a black man, I am afraid he is the one. I'm dating a black man, I am afraid that he is the one. What are you afraid of? Listen, y'all, are you all trolling me or what? That's a stupid thing to say. I mean, and yes, I meant that. So in normal terms, a man who doesn't communicate or avoids being close. If a person doesn't communicate and it bothers you, don't be there. It's that simple. If you can't understand, if the man is who he is, right, and you know that's who he is, and you know he doesn't communicate, leave him alone. I don't care what you call him. You can call him avoidant. You can call him dyslexic. You can call him slow. You can call him narcissist. You can call him he doesn't like you. You can leave him alone. Hey, let me say this. And this is going to sound really bad. Let me say this, and this is going to sound really bad. If you love somebody, it doesn't matter. Loving somebody is irrelevant. If it doesn't benefit you, loving somebody is not wrong. Why are you so curious about me being a father? Does it? Is there any kids coming to you asking for me? Relax, chill out. Why y'all just keep missing the point? Why? How come some people? How come your minds can't stay focused? Like, why are you so easily distracted? Like, oh, I mentioned that I was in different countries. I didn't mention it to for you to keep. Oh, so you have children? You have children? If I do, how is that concerning? Yeah, chill out, man. Relax. Man, I can't even speak to people who want to listen. I gotta stop and read your silly comments. If maybe you have children, maybe I do, but you're not their daddies. Gosh. Yo, I mean, jeez, man, y'all could be so annoying sometimes. I mean, if y'all don't want to hear the conversation, don't stay on here. Just get off the live. Y'all could just get off the live if y'all don't want to hear. Jeez, man. Just relax. I just told you I don't have any kids. I said I was careful. You wanted something different. I said I was very careful, even though I was out there. I was very careful. Relax. Yeah, I'm from St. Vincent. You know, I have kids. I do have kids. I have kids. What was I answering before this? I was answering a question before this. What was that? I was answering a question. What, what was I answering? Hey, Miranda, can you remove that person, please? What was I saying before this? Some people are weird. Oh God. Oh man. You love this shot, Wanda? Oh, about the avoidant. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the person is telling. You know what I'm saying? Here I am telling the truth, and people. So what? I mean, it's just that's why some people are so closed off, and some people are not transparent, man. Because when people begin to be transparent, here comes these people. So you telling me? Just relax. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind being judged for my past. I'm judged on my. I don't mind. That doesn't bother me. But damn, I'm trying to speak something. If y'all don't want to hear it, just leave. What's up, Jake, my brother? How you doing, man? So if I meet an avoidant woman, oh, I was saying something that's deep. Here's the deal. When you meet somebody, if I want this job, if I want to be a soldier, there's some requirements that I gotta do. There's some pre-requirements. I have to be able to do 13 push-ups. I have to be able to pass a drug test. I have to be able to run 2 miles in 17, 16 minutes. I have to be able, and if I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm not gonna be a soldier. No, it doesn't matter if I want to, where my heart is, if I loved it, if I did this. But if I really wanted to be a soldier, I will work my ass off to get what I want. Listen, when people really want you, this avoidance stuff, this all this stuff that we think that people are, these things are not permanent situations. These things are what we choose to stay in because we are comfortable and we refuse to do the work. Listen, I ain't messing with y'all. So all this avoidant stuff, all this avoidant, I don't communicate. If you can't handle it, leave it alone. If you can't handle a person who's whatever they are, avoidant and this and that, leave them alone. Whether you love them or not, if I really wanted you, I will fix myself. If I really love you, hey Lisa, if I really wanted the relationship and I realized the only way to have this relationship is to be this, I'll fix myself if I really wanted it. But these brothers and sisters, you all using all these labels, using all these excuses. But then again, that's just what I realized, because as a man who has fixed myself to have what I want or to have what I have, no one has the right to judge anyone. You have the right to judge who you want to judge. You know, when you see somebody walking down the street and they look like a criminal, they have a hoodie on and they have their hand in their pocket, you're going to have a judgment. And that judgment might save your life. We all judge. We all have the right to judge whoever we want to judge. Sometimes your own judgment save. Nobody ever been in a situation when their own judgment saved their life? Nobody? I've been to combat. I use judgment. I fought a war in Iraq. I use judgment. I know when somebody looks a certain way, when they put their hands in the pocket, when they are. So you have used judgment to save your life. This looked like something's about to break out here. Let me go. This man, he's cussing me out. He's going, let me go, because he might hit me and I might just. You use judgment all the time. It sounds good that you don't use judgment, but we do. We have it for a reason. Only God can judge us. Okay, if only God can judge you, why do people judge? Why do you judge? It's not only God can judge. You judge. Everybody judge. So that statement is not true. It can't be true. It sounds like it sounds good. And maybe that's what it should be. But only God can judge what you judge. So that therefore, that's not true. I judge, he judge, she judge. That's not true. If only God can judge, then nobody else should be able to. But everybody does judge. So therefore, the statement is not factual. The statement is an opinion that sounds good for religious-based people. Listen, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying it's not true. I'm just saying though. If you want the avoid, you ask me a question, I answer your question, and you don't like my answer. Why do you ask? You asked me a question. You said, if you're talking to an avoidant person and he doesn't communicate, what should you do? And you love him. If you don't like him not talking to you, listen, even though I understand your situation, I understand why you are poor, I understand why you are broke. Okay, if you meet a man, you understand why he's poor, you understand why he's broke, he can't provide for himself. Would you still date him and say, well, I understand, I'm not judging you, so I'll be with you? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, let's be honest. It's not your business to fix people. This is how we get messed up. It's not your business to undo what have been done to people. It's not your job. It is your job to see the best for you. You see, many times you see the man, that's why, listen, if you see caution tape surrounding a building, stay your ass out. True or false? If you see caution tape surrounding a building, don't walk in there. And when you get hurt, don't try to sue nobody and get upset. You saw the caution tape. Stay out. Many of you don't want to stay out. Many of you don't want to stay out. Now, if you love communication, people on this chat. Oh, yeah. It's fine. So I wasn't, okay. My apologies. My apologies. I didn't know what you were saying though. But when it comes to avoidance and all those other things, listen, if you can manage it, do it. But if you know it bothers you and it F's with your head and it screws up you, because like when you have a man who don't talk, especially when you like to talk, it could screw you up. In the beginning, it's not that bad because it's new. Because things that are new, yeah. But after like a year, and that man is sitting down there and he's not talking, and the man don't call you on the phone, you call him on the phone, hey baby, and he's like, yeah. How are you? I'm good. What you doing? Nothing. Oh my God, today I had a good day. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing all these things. Yeah, I was doing all these things. And he's like, oh, okay. After a while, that gets on your damn nerve. Don't it die? What's wrong with you? Talk. So if you know you can't handle that, don't do it. You understand his situation. You understand what he's been through, but it's not yours to fix it. We can sympathize and compromise. I mean, we can have compassion. Hey, boss lady. It's good to have compassion and sympathize and understand, but sometimes we have to stay out of it. Hey, you stay there, I stay here. Crochet Goddess, how you doing? Challenge most don't know themselves. Indeed. We mistake criticizing others on things that are none of our business as a judgment that somehow affects us. Justifying our belief, we have the right to tell others how to live. Judgment is what we perceive of others, then make choices for ourselves based on what we see. It's not, I think the word is broken, to criticize others' lives. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Looking lovely in pink. Thank you. Wait, somebody said that before. I thought that was joking. Somebody said that before. I thought you was joking, man. Um, Thank you. My pants is pink in it too. I have a baggy pants on. See, look. See my pants? See the pink stuff in my pants? I have a yoga pants on. So I wanted to match. Thank you guys. Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, so license. Thank you, Miranda. But listen, I think my conversation, and by the way, you see how I'm staying live for a longer time because my kids ain't here and my wife ain't home, so I have time with you all. I have time. I got a whole bunch of time. Hey, Melita, I have a whole bunch of time with you all. So, what are the questions that you guys have? I'll answer a few more questions. I know people have questions. I was talking about love and being open to love and being free to love and loving yourselves and loving. And I said some things that I probably forgot, and I probably wanted to say some things that I probably forgot to say. What questions do you guys have that you guys? Thank you, Sylvia. That you want some open conversations with. You were getting hit on. You was. I don't. I never knew I was getting hit on. I have to make dinner, but you making dinner? Oh shoot, I have to make dinner too. Most people have underlying scar trauma that projects over into the next relationship as soon as something triggers. That is true. That is true. But why we are single is when we practice to be in a relationship. We practice being single, we're gonna be perfect. Many people are practice being single. They are practicing being single, and they make a great they make a great single person. When you are single, it is time to practice being in a healthy relationship. I know that don't make no sense with a lot of people. That don't make sense with a lot of people. When you are single, it's time to practice being in a relationship. Does that make sense? Somebody asked a question. Hold on. Wait, did it go on already? I thought the question was just here. Somebody asked a question. I guess it's gone. Where do women go to find ready to marry men, providers and protectors? Lord have mercy. Where do women go to find ready to marry men? They are ready to marry men all over, same as women. But you have to look inside of yourself, be who you are, open your heart, open your souls, be vulnerable, and you'll find it. It's just that sometimes you find a whole lot of things, but you'll find it too. I think to find a ready to marry guy, because I don't think people want to just get married, right? Just like a woman don't want to just submit. But when she meets that man, she might feel. But where do you go to find those men? Those men are all over. Those men are all over the place. They're everywhere. Do you know that we are only seeing, listen, I love telling my boring stories. I love telling my boring stories. I love telling my boring. I know I tell stories all the time, right? Oh, there's a meeting place for them. Is there a meeting place for them? I know I love telling my boring stories, right? And you all know I tell the same boring ass stories. Hey, Tink, here's my boring story for the day. I said it a couple times already. I'm going to say it. And if you all heard it already, to hell with you all. It's my story. All right? I'm coming my to Twitter. Remember, what you see is not what is out there. What you see is what's in here. You don't see what's out here. You only see what's in here. So if you can't find what you are looking for, it's because you're not looking for what you think you are looking for. You are looking from past things. You are looking from hurt. You are looking from fear. You are looking from doubt and from a lack. And when you look from that, what you're going to find is exactly what you are seeing on the inside. As within, so without. Many of you are not looking. You're not seeing what you think you're seeing. You are seeing What you assume is there based on your past experiences, based on your own trauma. So we have to learn to open our hearts, then open our eyes, open our minds at the same time. Remember, all those play a fact. You don't see. So if you want to find a decent man who want to be married, first you must find him on the inside of you. You must meditate on that man. You must open up your heart. You must relax your nervous system. You must focus on what you want and focus on that you already have it. You must go to bed with it. You must wake up with it. You must eat with it. You must sleep with it. And when you open your eyes and it comes to you, you're going to recognize it. Because you don't find anybody, you recognize them. You don't find your soulmate, you recognize your soulmate. You don't find your husband or wife, you recognize them. But you can only recognize if it's already been birthed on the inside. You remember when you remember the first time that you recognize your home? Has anybody here have bought a home? Did you find your home or did you recognize your home based on your own thoughts? Right? I'll be back. I want to type more. I hear Miranda. A lot of you didn't find your house. You recognize your house. First, you saw what you wanted. Right or wrong? You saw what you wanted. You lived in it. You experienced it. Woo! You touched it. You tasted it. And when you saw it, you said, that's it. That is it. So thank you, Miranda, for that. Thank you for pinning that. Because I'm going to come back to the question. So this is why we must, when you find in that man, you don't find a man, you recognize your man. But you have to trust that it is in there. You have to create it. Create the experience. Create it every day in your life. And then when you create it, you welcome it to you. You attract it to you. And then that's how you find your husband. But men are everywhere. Good men, good women are everywhere. We just are so turned off easily because our nervous system is jacked up. How do you heal from a cheating husband? A cheating husband is the one who needs healing. And that's what I will tell you. A cheating husband is the one who needs discipline, is the one who don't recognize boundaries, is the one who doesn't respect the marriage, the one who doesn't respect himself, and that's the one who needs the healing. Rebecca asked the question. You don't heal from a cheating husband. You accept that he's a cheater. He heals from his cheating behaviors. Now, I know to many people that doesn't make sense. But if you think about it, it really does. You cannot heal from a disease that you don't have. Can you all understand me? If your child has a disease, you don't heal from his disease. You pray for them. You send them good energy so that they can heal within themselves. But understand, you cannot heal from someone else's disease. Many of you are trying to heal from a disease from someone else. Amen? Can you all say amen for me? Some of you think that is because, some of you think that you are sick. You're not sick. You loved. You're not sick. You are vulnerable. You're not sick. You did what you're supposed to do. You're doing the right thing. And so we have to learn, just because my husband is a cheater, I don't have to heal from that. What I have to do, I have to recognize that man is a cheater. You have to learn how to separate you from people. You have to learn how to separate you from everyone else. And when you can understand that's their baggage, that's their issue, that's their stuff. Now, I know I didn't give you the answer that you wanted to hear, because you wanted to hear what steps that you got to take to heal, but you're not sick. And if you're looking to get sick, you will get sick. If you think it's your problem, it will become your problem. We have to be careful not to take on these things from people. Lord knows that we already have enough in our own lives. Lord knows that our body is fighting every day from energies that we cannot see. We are fighting every day from energies that's affecting us. We are fighting all types of spiritual fights, all types of mental fights. We're fighting, and to fight somebody else's stuff is too much. And so when you try to heal from somebody else's sickness, it F's with you. It punishes you, and it's not even your punishment. Accepting the truth of who that person is will free you from that healing necessary. What you have to do, you have to learn that everybody don't do it. That's just their stuff. That's their stuff. It's a spiritual STD. That's their stuff. So if my wife cheats on me, I don't have to heal from her cheating. I have to accept that she cheated. And understand that just because she cheats doesn't mean she will. Just because she cheated doesn't mean that this other woman will. And I have to understand that. And I know it's hard sometimes. I know it's hard sometimes, but we have to keep the truth alive. Hey, nothing wrong with you. You did your part. You loved. You loved. You cared. You did all you can. It sounds like you are perfectly fine to me. We think their behavior is a reflection of our own worth. And that's true. And it's not a reflection of our own worth. It's of their worth. People do based on who they are. What's your advice in compromise in a partner? Be more specific. Compromise as far as what? I compromise everything with my partner because I don't take things personal. I don't mind compromising because I know who I am. Now, what that means is this. I think we need to understand our ego plays a big role in our compromising. Our ego plays a huge role. We think that we are changing identity just because we can become. You know what I learned years ago? I am everything. I am every damn thing and everything is in me. So if I give my wife what she wants, it doesn't change anything about me. It was already there. It was already there. If my wife said, Kirk, I don't like when you do this, okay, I'll stop. I'll stop doing it. Certain things. Because it's not that damn serious. I think we think our identity crashes down. But compromises, if I want you and you want me, you tell me what you want, I tell you what I want. Hey, if I want you, if I want to keep you there, if you want to keep your job, you do what they ask sometimes. Especially if it's not morally or immorally, messed up. You do what they ask. I do, they do what you do what they ask of you. Sometimes it's not really what you want to do, but you do it. Do you see what I'm saying? So compromising is understanding that you don't have to change who you are to compromise. You can just compromise. When you're afraid to compromise, it's because your ego is just lacked. Your ego is just tough. I shouldn't have to. Why not? Why is it so hard to do? Why is your identity all caught up in that? Identity is, you gotta watch your identity. Then how do others not take things personal when their choices directly affects our life? How do others not take things personal when their choices directly affects our life? Shoot. What President Trump do is affecting my life. Me taking it personal, I'm not. Hey Sonia, hey Sonny K. What it means really and truly, when the things that people are doing affects our life, we always have two choices. We can stay or we can go. Is it like seriously? We always have a choice. We can stay or we can go. We can stay, we can go. We can deal with it and we can realize that that's people. People have their own shit that they're dealing with. Do you see what I'm saying? People have their own shit that they're dealing with. And we can stay and deal with, we can stay with them and deal with it, or we can realize we have a choice. You have to find their choices. This is why you have to be free. We want this but keep complaining. Indeed. This is why we have to be free. If you stay, if you go, you have two choices. Listen, one thing about life is all about choices. Some people don't want to find a new partner, so they got to deal with what they have. Some people can't afford to leave, so they got to stay. We always have, but it's all about choices. It's not magic. You know what I'm saying? It's not magic at all. I don't have questions over here. Our reactions from people's behavior is linked directly to our deepest unhealed wounds. I agree. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. What chakra is related to it? Happiness My Way. You still there? Happiness My Way say, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. Happiness My Way, are you still there? Let's talk about that. Happiness My Way, when were you diagnosed with Crohn's disease? How long ago? Straight, I would have to go to McDonald's, but that's funny. 2 months ago. I'm so sorry to hear that. Happiness My Way, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Let's I wish you could come up here and talk to me, but I don't know how to. I don't think I can. Nope, I can't. Keeps returning to you. Neon green. No, I was asking happiness my way. What's your favorite color? Purple. Purple. Black. Which one sticks out the most? What are you wearing right now? What are you wearing right now? You're wearing red and black. I assume that you were that you was wearing the red. Well, my mind went straight to red. Happiness my way. Let me ask you a question. Are you financially stable? Is your solar plexus? Have you lost your job recently? Tiana, how you doing? I know I'm asking the questions, and I want to be personal, but it all connects to something. Nothing is just random. Everything connects. I'm self-employed. Is the money coming in like how you wanted to? Are you worried about anything about your bills being paid? Is your bills struggling right now? Your bills being paid? And um, no, wait, no to which question? I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking, Miranda? I don't think it's a solar plexus. I'm thinking about bills are being paid. Do you feel grounded? Do you feel like yourself? Do you feel grounded? Hey, Chesney, like, do you feel grounded? Do you feel comfortable in where you are? Happiness my way. Why don't you come? Why don't you come this Saturday? Why don't you come this Saturday to our meeting, and let's work on that. Cause it'd be better in there since we be in Zoom in our Zoom call. Let's meet Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll send the link in the chat for the members, and we'll meet in that room and we'll fix some stuff. Deal? No, we can meet in that Saturday weekly meeting. Let's meet on the weekly meeting on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the members, and then we'll look into it. Well, thank you, Shalini. Good, because I think we can do some things with that. So let's meet with that. Okay. What to do with an ex-husband who walked out, but I co-parent, but now wants me? Let me see the question. But wants me back. I don't know. Listen, when somebody walk out on you and meet you, I am a veteran, Nikki. I'm a retired vet. When somebody walk out on you, don't let them meet you in the same place. Don't ever let people meet you in the same place when they walk out on you. Because a lot of times when people come back, it's because the things that they have, the person or the thing that they left you for, didn't follow through. The things that they left you for, thank you, Nikki. The people that they left you for, they were disappointed. Let him co-parent. Let him take care of his son. Of course, let the father be a father. But when it comes to your personal life, when a person walk out on you, listen, you got to be careful of what you take back. You always have to be mindful of what you take back. When you take somebody back, you got to be mindful. You got to be mindful. So I would tell you, let him co-parent, but keep him a distance. Because some people will leave you temporarily for something else that's shinier. And when it doesn't work out like how they want, when the person reject them, they come back. You are the fall back. So understand, if they really wanted you, they wouldn't have left. I would let him co-parent, but that's from what I know. I've moved on. He sees that. Good. Keep that same energy. Hey man, I'm honestly having a tough time with lust, and I don't want it to control me. Can you share any wisdom or practical ways to resist it? I really look up to you and would appreciate any advice. What's your name? Kazumi. If you struggling with lust, that's hard. I ain't gonna lie, it's a hard one. Lust is a very tough one to struggle with because everything around you, you open social media, you see them. You know, you walk, you see it. You go on Facebook, you see naked people. What you have to do, you have to learn. To be honest, I struggled with lust for a long time. I struggled with lust for a very long time. I had to get to know myself better. I had to get to know myself better. I had to start to read certain books. I had to check my ego. I had to learn who my ego really is and what my spirit really is. I had to learn how to be still, how to be quiet. I had to learn to remove myself from women. Seriously, I had to learn to remove myself from women. And even though that lust is the energy that would bring you to watching those videos, that lust is what is the energy that links you to women, half naked women. Every woman that you see could be fully dressed. Actually, no matter if you're fully dressed or not, you will still look because there's the lust that's attracting it. The lust is very strong. So what you have to do, right? This is what I had to do. Can I be honest with you? I'll be honest with you. What I had to do, I had to learn to not look at things or people for a long time. I look and I change my vision. This is my first step. It sounds corny. I had to learn because let me explain to you why I did this. Let me explain to you why I did this. Okay? Yeah, Bible actually. All right. When you look at something, hey V, when you look at something, that voice comes in. You begin to this. You begin to hear a voice in your head begin to what's the word? To describe it. If you look at a tree for a while, you begin to describe in your mind how colorful it is and how tall it is. And that narrator in your mind comes on naturally. If you think about what I'm saying, and if you don't know, you'll see what I'm talking about. Everything that you look at, you begin to describe it. Your brain begin to work. There's a voice in you that you hear and that you believe is your voice. That voice, you begin to hear a voice, and the voice sounds familiar. You're hearing your voice. And so when you look at a tree, you will start to describe the tree. You will start to describe how tall it is. And so when you keep looking, you are giving it your attention. When you give it your attention, you have to understand you are giving it your energy. When you're giving it your energy, you are bringing yourself into it. What you have to learn to do, you have to see something and remove yourself. Before you begin to describe it, you remove your attention. When you see it, you remove your attention. This is how I begin to start removing myself from lustful desires. When I see something, I begin to, because that voice comes on. If you look at a woman for too long, you begin to see things and you begin to look at things and you begin to focus on things and you begin to feel things. And that's when you have to understand is your attention that's screwing you up. So learn to look and shift. You don't have to describe what you see. You have to acknowledge what you see. That's a woman, let me switch. I already know what it is, let me switch. I know what this is, let me switch. Don't look and stare for too long because it messes with your psyche. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, number one, that's what you have to learn to do. It takes discipline. You still there? I would like to believe what methodology did you use to verify your God is real? Read your Bible, actually. Hey, if you want to know somebody's methodology, why don't you go somewhere else? Go somewhere else. We're not talking about God right here. Why y'all always bringing? Why do people bring Jesus and God into my conversations all the time? Again, I'm not an atheist, but why do what I say threaten people about religion or something? Does my conversation threaten people? I mean, seriously, like, do my conversation threaten people about their religion or their belief system? Because I don't mean to. I don't even. You all just chill with that. What do you want to chat? So another question. So another thing. When you understand that what you see connects to what you feel, because memory, you have to understand. When you're looking at a woman, you have to relax your body. Relax your body. If you tense your body up when you look, you Right? You know what I'm saying? When you tend, so when you have emotions like lust, when you are experiencing the emotion, you relax your body. You tell your body to relax, and you have to speak. You have to say it out loud. Hey, relax. Let your body, because once you begin to see, emotions make you tense. Once you begin to carry that emotions, you begin to be tense. Once you become tense, blood flow changes to what you are focused on. Your blood flow changes. Your blood flows to places that you don't want to. Hey, relax. When you begin to relax your body, everything moves out. When you tense, whatever you're thinking stays in there. When you relax, it flows out. So keep your body open. When you begin to practice those two things, that's the start. Practice those. Don't keep your attention. Don't keep your attention. If you know that's your problem, don't keep looking. Move. Move. Seriously, move. You know what it is, a woman. You know there's a woman there. Move. Just change your vision. The third thing is to teach yourself. You know, I made a video today. And this is a good time to speak this. I made a video today. One thing that I do is this. When I'm scrolling social media, when I see a half naked woman, when I see naked people, people twerking, people doing autumn dances, do you know what I do? I block and I scroll. Because there's too many things that we are consuming that doesn't give us any type of nutrients. There's too many things that we are consuming, that we are looking at, that we are giving our attention to, that give us no type of nutrients in our lives. So we have to learn to next. And because it has no value in us. And what it does, it takes away our ability to commit. It takes away our ability to focus on one woman. It takes away on our ability to be free. Because it's always something naked, somebody nude, somebody ass showing, somebody breast showing, somebody in some awkward position, somebody just standing there. If you are not saying nothing to me, if you're not giving me a message, I don't want to see it, I don't want to hear it. Scroll. We have to learn to do that. After a while, when you do it, you get used to it. Remember, you have to create new habits. You have to create new habits. You scroll and you scroll. And after a while, it becomes natural. You see it, you scroll. Now, I'm at a place in my life where I don't really care to see it no more. I don't get to see naked people no more. It doesn't really, it doesn't help me at all. You being naked don't do anything for me no more. And you have to understand, it's just a body. But it's just the lustful spirit in you. You have to starve it. You got to starve it, man. Indeed. It's designed to control you. I got divorced. I relaxed my blood pressure, went down on those. Good, Latonya. I'm telling you, for real. Good stuff. Wait, somebody asked a question on here earlier. But start with those simple things, man. Turn off the pornography. You know what I'm saying? What do you do with a dream killer partner? Because, let me see. What do you do with a dream killer partner because you're trying to elevate? Thank you, Miranda. By the way, that's my website. Oh, that's my email address. When you dealing with a dream killer, listen, is either you have a supportive partner or no partner at all. I really believe that. Either you have a supportive partner or no partner alone. The only reason why we have partners is to help us. It's to help. If you're not getting help from your partner, it is unnecessary. It is completely pointless. We have partners to assist us on this journey. Because when everything is against us, when everything comes and falls on us, we have that one person that can say, hey, come here, you okay? Let me hug you. But if you don't have that person, then you have nobody. And so if you don't have a supportive partner, you don't have a partner. Seriously, you have to learn when to cut ties. I think our problem is we don't know when to cut ties. We hold on to ties. We hold on to those things for too long, and we outgrow those things. And not that we outgrow the person, but we're not at the stage anymore, and we have to learn when to move. But if you have somebody who kills your dream, then what's the point? What's the point? I don't care what they look like, what they give. What's the point? Out of fear. And so we have to learn, man. We have to learn is either you have a supportive partner or you have none at all. That's just it. I chose myself because I did not have the support. I am the bad one now. Hey, listen, everybody is a bad person in somebody's story. That was my issue, not knowing when to walk away. Cost me almost everything, including mentality. Yeah, man. Listen. We have to learn that some things are to be experienced, but not to be kept. Yeah, it's normalized. I talk to young men about their social media friends. Yeah, I'm telling you, we have to learn. Listen, we have to learn that some things. Listen, some people we are meant to meet, but we're not meant to have. Everybody's not for us to have. Everybody is not everybody is not to have. But if you have a non-supportive partner, also like Miranda said, if you have a non-supportive partner, also sometimes you have to understand. Look at what he fears the most. He probably feared that you might outgrow him and leave. I know with my wife, Zuma. What's your question again? I missed your question. Ask it again. I know with my wife, whatever she desires to help her on her journey, I'm there. Whether she outgrows me, I was looking at my wife this morning in the gym. I was with my wife this morning in the gym, and I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna be a little transparent. I was looking at my wife in the gym this morning, and when I see her lifting today, because we lift in the mornings and we lift in the evenings. When she comes home, we go back to the gym in the evening. Dead bodies at home. Okay. Dead bodies at work. And I realized my wife has surpassed me. My wife is in the military now. I was in the military. Now my wife has passed me on my level of where I was in the military. When it comes to my wife's fitness, my wife has surpassed me in the fitness. I train her every single day in the gym. When I look at her physique, she has passed me. She has passed where I was. Her career is booming. She is gonna pass me of where I retired from. And she got to where I retired from in 15 years. 14 years. She's been in the Army 15 years, and now I retired after 20 years, and where she is now is and now she's going to the next rank. And I was looking to myself, I was like, damn, this woman is just going up and up and up. And the way how she speaks, and now the way how she explains herself, and the way how she is, I'm like, this woman, when I look at her, I'm like, you are a level of me that's surpassed me, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not insecure, because you know what I do? I give her more. Because if I'm with you, I want you to be your best version. And if you don't want me at your best version, damn it, I'm my best version. I like me anyways. But she makes me feel safe also. She reminds me, not that I need to be reminded that she's not going nowhere, but the way how she treats me promotes a healthy, hey, I'm thankful. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate what you are doing, Kirk, because of you. So now I feel more confident in her. So sometimes if you feel your spouse it is not promoting your growth, you might have to ask sometimes, do I make him feel irrelevant? Do I make him feel weird? Yeah, Jamisha, she really does. Do I make him feel is my so sometimes you have to look on both sides. And if you can say that you try your best to make him feel loved, to make him feel needed, you're not saying I don't mind being single, I don't care to be single. You know what I'm saying? If you can do that, then he might stop what he's doing too. I would say thank you, and he would say you don't need to need. Right. My wife is 36 years old. My wife is 36. And I'm 44. Well, I'll be 45. I'm a doctor. So, how do you deal? Just think it was insecurity. Okay, I get it. So, how do you deal with bullies at work? It depends. It depends. It has to be more information behind it. How do you deal with bullies at work? It depends. Now, how are they bullying you? What are they telling you? Is it because you have insecurities? Is it because you look weird, or is it, you know what I'm saying? Is it that they just don't like you? Is it like, what are they doing to bully you? Because sometimes we have to get, listen, I believe sometimes we have to have some tough skins. And sometimes when we show people our weaknesses, they're going to prey on us. When we show people our weaknesses, when every time they poke and you react. When somebody poking at you and you react, they're going to keep poking, right? When somebody poking at you, oh, you are from Africa with an accent? Oh, that was me back in when I joined the army. That was me when I joined the army. I was from the Caribbean with an accent. But I didn't mind. Don't your job is not the point is not, you feel funny because you think that they are right, but they're not. If you feel like they are right and you agree with them, then you're gonna feel bad. But you being from Africa with an accent, if every time they say something and you react, they're gonna keep saying it. And they're gonna keep doing it. You have to show them that you don't mind that you're from Africa with an accent. What's wrong with being from Africa with an accent? If you mind, they're gonna tease you. Sometimes you have to be, you have to understand. People are gonna only do sometimes when they feel, right, more beautiful from. Then listen. Sometimes you're gonna have to just let people be who they are. Stop being easily offended on others. If you're more beautiful and all that stuff, then what's the issue? What's really the issue? You're not being bullied then. Listen, if you have an accent, I had an accent when I came to the army, and people was teasing my accent. I didn't care. It's my accent. I actually liked my accent. It didn't bother me. It shouldn't bother you. You are who you are from where you're from, and they're only doing it because you are bothered. If a person keep poking you and you keep responding, they're gonna keep poking you. If a person keep poking you and you don't, and you're not bothered, they get bored. I teach my sons that. If they keep poking you and you don't respond, they get bored. They stop on their own. But if they keep poking you and you keep, people like to hear that. They poke you, right? They're not putting their hands on you. They have the right to say what they want to say. It's their mouth, their words. But it's your agreement that hurts it. If they keep, you make a nice sound, they like it. So they keep doing it. Some husbands take all the credit for themselves without acknowledging their wives. Which credit is that? Which credit? You mean like as far as what? Which credit? Because some men, some men feel like they are the leaders. Some men, that's their egos. Long time your hair is changed, but you talk the same since. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. Yeah. But some men want the credit because that's what that's what drives them. Credit. We have to learn to get to know who we marry. We have to learn who we marry. We have to understand where they are coming from. We have to understand the way they think and feel. We have to understand this. And when we understand them, everything will make sense. Because everybody might have a different reason why. Because men are just not, when I look at men, I don't see just one thing. Depends on the men that I look at. It depends on what I see because they all is different. I know you are. I think probably all men are probably in the same boat. I don't think we are. And I know this because I talk to many men. I know you all probably don't believe me, but I've spoken. Listen, I said this all the time. When I was in the military, right? When I was in the military, what I've done, being around men my entire career, 20 plus years. I have been stationed with them. I have been in the same tents, living with them for over years in the tent. I have deployed with them. I have been in places with them. I have been in hot places with them. I have been training with them. I have been living with them. I heard a lot of men talk, and men in the military, they're from all places. If you ever know what the military is made up of people from all walks of life. There are Africans, there are Asians, there are Europeans, there are people from every state, every country, every nationality you meet in the military. There are Russians. I've met them all. And when I tell you, men are different. They really are. They really are different. Seriously. And so it's very hard to understand what men want because all men want different things. All men don't want the same thing. I mean, social media tells you this. and you believe it, and now you think that that's what men want. That's not what men want. That's what that man wants. That's what that one man wants. Men don't want the same things. You know? A man who, but you have to understand who you marry. You have to ask people, what do you want? There are certainty and fear if there are war going on. Indeed. But I ask my wife what she wants because I don't know what women want. I don't care what women want. I want to know what my wife wants. What random woman want is not my business. I don't listen to those things on social media. I don't listen to those things because those things, it sounds good. It's entertainment, but entertainment after a while, if you keep hearing the same thing, it affects you. It affects you psychologically. It affects you spiritually and mentally because you keep hearing, see, whatever goes in affects you. And if something keeps going in, if you keep hearing, I'm stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid. Even if you don't believe it at first, you're stupid. After a while, when it sinks in, it begins to take root. Listen, you have to be careful. Social media will tell you, I don't know what women want. He said, that's my secret of my good physique. I don't know what women want. I asked my wife, what do you want? And she tells me what she wants. She wants a nice car. I gave her that. She wants to train with me. Train with me. She wants me to lay next to her. I lay next to her. She wants to eat this type of food. I cook this type of food. It's not my job to complain. Why you want this? You're a grown woman. You know what you want. I believe that you know what you want. I mean, seriously. If I say, what do you want for your birthday? Just give me the money. I give you the money. But my wife knows me. She knows not to expect. If my wife say, hey, just give me the cash. She knows that she's not getting any gifts because that's not what she said. She knows it, and that's just what it is. Somebody say, hey, do you give your wife flowers? You should give her flowers. My wife don't like flowers. It's not every woman like flowers. My wife don't like flowers. And that's okay. It's just perfectly fine because I ask her what she wants. People will tell you all this opinions, and they're all single. They're telling you all this. The people that gives the most of these damn silly stuff on social media, they are single. They ain't got nobody, and you are believing them. My wife, she tell me what she want. My wife asks me, what do you want? I tell her exactly what I want. Hey, Cara. And when I tell her what I want, she don't complain. She don't say, but why? Well, you shouldn't. Why? I trust that you're grown and you trust that I'm grown. So when I say this, I mean this. It's not for my ego. This is what I want. Okay, Kirk. That's it. Jazz, what do you want? This? Can we go to a trip? Sure. I don't have to question you. Why? I don't understand. Yeah, let's go on a trip. That's it. We make it too hard. And so when we give people what they want in this partnership, when you give people what they want, people are more in tune to listening to your feelings, to your thoughts, your opinions. But if you ain't giving nobody what they want, why are you here? Why are you there? Why do I have you? Everything I want, you complain. Why do I have you? Let me find somebody else who can give me what I want. But understand, sometimes we want shit that people don't have. We want that rare stuff. I hear somebody say, what I want is rare. Okay. Until then, don't complain that you don't have it. You don't like Florida, Melita? Don't complain that you don't have it. We want all this rare stuff because we don't know how to fulfill ourselves. One thing that I do with my wife, man, I know I keep bringing her stuff up because I'm just relating. My wife, when we speak, and we speak some random conversations, but I make sure she is fulfilled by assisting her on her stuff. And when she is fulfilled, she demands less of me. Do you know what it means? When a person demands less of you, my wife she don't demand that stuff of me no more because she is fulfilled. Man, the way I spoke to her, the way I show her how, I try to show her her value, the way I communicate with her, the things that I give her, she feels fulfilled. So she don't demand all these crap that people be demanding of their man and their woman. She don't demand. You know what she does? She leaves me alone. You all know what that means? She leaves me alone. I can do whatever I want to do. Seriously, she leaves me alone. I leave her alone because I'm fulfilled. I don't need her to rotate on me. Listen, I don't need her to do all these sexual things that people with no love and no respect do. I don't need that from her. I don't need her to show me she loves me by the way how she does these things and the way how she goes in all fours. I don't need that to show me anything. Because they don't show me a damn thing. I don't need her to prove to me by, don't go to work today. Because if you don't go to work today, if you go to work, that means you don't love me. I don't need her to do all that stuff. I don't need her to do all type of sexual things that makes me feel this and that and comparing her to the people that I've been with. I don't need her for that. I'm already fulfilled. Give me the simple, basic thing. Hey, you want to go to the gym? Let's go to the gym. That's it. You want to go to the gym? Yeah, sure, let's go. You want to go see a movie? Sure. I don't know how it's... It is very... For me, I have never been in a simpler relationship. And that's because I've become the most simplest man. I've become the most simplest man. I don't want much. I don't want much from her. You see these conversations that we are having right now? You see how we are talking in this conversation? She don't talk like this. I want a man who talks like me. My wife don't talk like me. My wife don't study what I study. But I have people on here, on these platforms, who likes to talk like this. So I find my tribe. I can't make her everything. Finding love in the military. You know what? Do you all see what I'm saying? I don't have to depend on her to talk. You know why we don't ever talk deep? I don't want to talk deep with my wife. Sometimes I do, but if I want to talk deep, I come on here, I press record, I press live, and we have conversation. You say, well, seriously, I don't demand that from her. When I begin to do all these books and read all these books and study and do all these things and do all that stuff, and my wife I didn't demand that of my wife. I didn't outgrow my wife. My wife is nothing like me. But it's not about outgrowing my wife either. It's about understanding who she is. That's who she is. When I start my journey, it's because I wanted my journey. I wanted my journey. I wanted this. I wanted this knowledge. So I began to read. If she have it or not, that's her business. Indeed. Indeed. So now I don't outgrow my wife. Listen, I study so much. Listen, you see all these books? And Miranda send me books, and Gina send me books, and people send me books all the time to read. My wife don't read those books. My wife don't read those books. I don't outgrow her. Because when I practice what these books teach me, she learns. When I practice my books, she learns. You know what she told me? All the time, Kirk, I don't feel good. Can you come touch me? Sure. Last time, she had some cramps in her stomach. She had some serious cramps. She said, Kirk, you mind touching me? Sure. 2 minutes later, Kirk, do you feel any pain? I said, no. Why? She said, because it's gone. The pain is gone. Oh, good. You sure you don't feel no pain? Nope, I didn't take it. I just removed it. Thank you so much. That's what I get. I don't need her to be like me. I think we want people to be like us. Why? I'm ready to like me. I like me. I got Miranda, I got Jamisha, I got all these folks on here. I got so many people who likes these conversations, who likes these type of, teachings and books. And I have my book club on Saturdays. Why do I need her to be like me? Like, do we ever think about that? I want a man just like me. Why? You don't like being, you're not confident in being yourself, and you're not secure in yourself alone? I don't need you to be like me. My wife is nothing like me. She don't read what I read. She don't study what I study. She goes to the gym now. It took her. My wife didn't always go to the gym. You have to become a subscriber on YouTube or a member. My wife didn't go to the gym. My wife hated the gym. One day she went with me. She ain't stopped yet. She's like, oh, I like this. I didn't make her go to the gym with me. I didn't make her go. I didn't care if she go or not. I like the gym. I love going to the gym. Whether she went or not, it was irrelevant. Now she can't let me go by myself. Kirk, can I come too? Sure, come on, let's go. When I start getting ready for gym, she start getting ready. I don't need her to be like me. But we have to learn, man. We have to let people be who they are and accept them. They will not. Your husband or your wife is not supposed to want what you want. We're supposed to have the end results. The end goal is to raise our family. The end goal is to be able to retire. The end goal is to love each other. It's not to want what I want just because you change your job, I should change mine. Just because you did this, I should do that. Just because you start reading, I should read. Just because you go to church, we should allow each other to be individuals and love each other from that individual space. And if I love you from that individual space, I'm not forced, so therefore the love is flowing easily. Indeed, Jamisha. Act like their partners can't share their interests. I mean, I think we should have one good interest that we share. And when we are doing that, it's just that focus. The sense of uniqueness is typically rejected these days, so people suppress it. Yeah, man. But seriously, man, we need to just relationship is not. You know what the problem is, man? You know what the problem is? Let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is social media paint a picture of relationships. Social media paint you a beautiful picture of how exciting it is. Oh, we on trips. We're on vacation. Social media paint a picture of we can sit each other. Have you seen those videos of couples doing nonsense together? If I can't have it, couples goals. If I can't have this, I don't want it. If you can't take me to Dubai, I don't want it. If you can't pay all my bills, I don't want it. If you can't blah, 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 I don't want it. If you can't F me like this, I don't want it. If you can't make me come 5 times in a row, I don't want it. If you can, and we have all these things on social media, and we believe relationship is two people looking in each other's face, smiling, feeling energized and feeling stimulated and feeling excited. And that's, if I don't have it, I don't want it. That's a lie. That's a lie, because that's not what it is. Social media, relationships, for me, number one, is very boring, but I love my boring relationship. Relationship is not exciting. You might have 2 hours of a month of excitement where you're doing fun things, but it's not continuously. And I think many of us are going into them relationship and we are not content, we are not fulfilled, we are not happy, so you cannot find it there. That's the problem. You don't know how to be bored and do thing in your own mind. I don't get bored. I don't get bored. But if I want to talk to somebody, I text Miranda. Miranda, what's up? I don't have to text my wife. Sometimes what I want to talk to Miranda about, my wife don't talk about it. You all understand what I'm saying? We demand too much from that one person. That one person cannot be your all. Hey, sacred morning. It's like that one person is not your everything, because you're going to tire them out. People need their space. People need their individuality. People need their individuality. Like, true or false? People need their individuality. People need to have people on the outside. But the things that we don't trust each other. Relationship is not what they are telling you they are. And so now we are coming farther away from relationships. I'm a grown ass man. I'm a grown ass man. I am a grown ass man. I don't need a mother. I just need a wife. Do you see what I'm saying? What's up, Dex? How you doing? You see what I'm saying? I just need a wife. I don't need a best friend. I don't need all this thing. I need a wife. And me and my wife could be whatever we want to be in that moment. But when I'm ready to text, hey, you good? Trust themselves. Indeed, sacred, indeed. Dealt with unhealthy obsession before it gets weird. Yeah, it's true. Text my sister-in-law. Indeed! You can love without playing the role of candlelight dinners. Oh, facts! Sometimes you eat and I'm eating. I'm on the other counter checking my phone. You watching your little boring shows. Hey, y'all don't think that's real? That's real. That's real. Sometimes I don't want to be next to you. I go upstairs, watch my own games. You downstairs. That's real. Sometimes I ain't coming upstairs right now. I'm sitting on the couch for a while. I ain't sleepy yet. Take your ass to bed. Sometimes we're not always talking. Good afternoon from Dallas. Hey Nancy, thank you for coming. But we paint it. We paint these marriage and relationship like it's the most exciting. It's not exciting. This is a business. Okay, disagreement in the relationship, we criticize, and that leads to no longer caring. Indeed. What's up, Mills? How we doing, man? Listen, sometimes it's boring as hell. Another me and people forget that. Indeed. It's boring. It's not no fun and all exciting. It's just, hey, sit your ass down. You good? All right, good. I'm over here if you need me. All right. But she got her own shit going on. She got her own life. You gotta come in marriage with your own life. Because I don't want to take your life from you. That's why I help you with your career. I push you with. Listen, you don't understand. I push you with your career because I want you at the end. You can't say you regret anything. I want your life to become fulfilled. I don't want you to say, "Hey, you get out of the army because I don't feel like you take care of us." Listen, you want to be in the army. Be in the army. You know what I did to my wife? I listen. I ain't gonna lie, man. My daughter was 8 months old, and my son was about 5. My little daughter was 8 months. I don't like kids that much, but I love my kids. But I don't like kids. And I remember, man, she was a certain rank. And I said, listen, you want to get promoted? She said, yes. I said, well, you got to do something outside of your range. You got to do something outside of your comfort zone. She said, like what? I said, you see how you talk? You see your voice? Your voice is very small. My voice? I said, that voice right there. Your voice is very small. She said, I know. I said, you're kind of timid, you're kind of shy, you look like a small person. You want to get promoted? Yes, I do. Okay. Call your branch manager and tell them to put you on assignment to be a drill instructor. What? Call your branch manager, tell them to put you on assignment and become a drill sergeant. You think I can do it? Of course you can. Now, that was hard because little female, thin, looked like about 20 years old, being a drill sergeant. Oh my God, I was scared for her. I was scared for her. But I know I can't protect her in her career. I said, call them and tell them to put you on assignment. I said, it will open up your mind. You will be in front, you will be a leader, you will be a power, your voice will change. When you begin to speak, your voice will change. I said, when you start doing that, you will see the difference. And then when the army looks at you as a drill sergeant, now you get promoted. I said, you kill like 5 birds with 1 stone. I look and see where she at now, and she's like, oh my God, Kirk, I thank you. I know you do, because look at where you are now. I said, listen, she said, but how about the kids? I won't be with the kids. I said, don't worry. I don't like kids, but I'll suck it up. You hear me? I said, I don't like them much, but I'll suck it up. She said, but my daughter's only 8 months old. It's okay. I'll suck it up. I'll be all right. I mean, I'll call you and I might be calling you and fussing, but I'll be okay. Go do your career. I already have my career. I already have 19 years in. I'm about to retire. You go do yours. This is your time. I already did mine. She said, you really think I can do it? Of course you can. I said, girl, you a beast. Listen, you hear me? I said, girl, look at you. I said, you make it look so easy. I was lying. Hey, listen, I had to lie. I had to lie. I said, well, you make it look so easy. Like, look at you. She said, but my voice. I said, what's wrong with your voice? I said, don't worry, your voice. I was scared. You know, when she went to school, she did so damn good in dress-on school. Then when she came back to her unit, they made her the senior drill sergeant. the only female. They made her the senior drill instructor over about 14 more male drill sergeants. That girl was effing it up. She tore that thing up. When she was done, I was like, that's what I see. I told you that. Thank you for the gifts. I said, I told you. Look at you. Then the next rank. I said, you want the next rank? She said, yes. I said, she said, I want the next rank. I said, all right, then let's do this. Now she got to the next rank. Now she want the next one. But I let her do what she does. It's not my business to stop her and to slow her down. Let go do, because at the end, I don't want you to say I regret. Listen, this is your life. Live your life. Live your life. Because I'm living mine. I like this. I like being at home. Live your life. Don't let nobody tell you in a relationship that they're insecure. We can't always find what we need within ourselves. Indeed, sometimes we get help. She's calling the shots. I'm telling you, she's just doing amazing. But this is why, man, in a relationship, you either have a supportive partner or no partner at all. Your whole point of having a marriage or a relationship is to help each other. I help you, you help me. I use you, you use me. What do you need from me? So listen, all this social media talk, all this social media trash that people be talking about, people just use each other. I use my wife all the time and she uses me. She has to use me, because why else does she want me if she can't use me? Why else do I have her if I can't use her? I use it for many things. You know what I use my wife for? I use my wife to make more money. To give me the motivation to make more money. I use my wife to motivate me so I can make more. Because now that I know she's in my life and I have a future and I have retirement and I have kids, I'm more now in tune with a reason to make more, to have more, to do more. Man, listen, we use each other. I don't know what they're telling you. Social media telling you all to run. No, face your shit. Stay, give it a chance. Like, face your stuff. Give people a chance. It's not about the one you like the most. It's about the one who is the most fitting for you. The one you like the most, that goes. The one who is more fitting. The one who is more consistent and fitting. You choose that one. I think we are trying to have all this. We are trying to cross people out based on height and this and that and all this crap. And it doesn't work. It's pointless. Based on height and this. You can't tell somebody of a good quality based on their height. You can't tell a woman is good based on her ass. How big her ass is. You can't tell how good of a man is based on his income. You can't. You really can't. You can't tell how great he will be or how good he is in bed because his pee-pee is 19 inches. You can't tell. And so we need to understand what's the purpose of relationship. It's for me to assist you on your journey, because this journey here, anybody tired? Is anybody tired? Queen, I don't even know. Is anybody tired? Be honest. Is anybody tired walking by themselves? A lot of people are tired. A lot of people are tired. A lot of people are tired. The taller he is or she is doesn't help you with the pain or with the load. Find somebody who assists you with the load. It's not a bad thing. It's how it's supposed to be. You're tired because it's by yourself. Sounds bad, but it's people are so surface level. Tired of these two jobs. Hey, Miss Henny, like for real. You like being alone? Nothing wrong with it. Be alone. But I'm supposed to help you. You're supposed to help me. Even if we put our money together and do 50-50, I'm helping you, you helping me. Don't get into the ego place. Don't get into the ego place. Well, social media said that a man should be. You don't stop saying what a man is. You know, we talk about patriarchy. Yeah, we still, we talk about patriarchy. That's all patriarchy crap. If we're going to be a team, let's be a team. You know, my family, listen, my family is a business. My son, my daughter, my two daughters, it's a business. My wife, let's see how far we can go. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. It's a business. Let's see how far we can take this business. Let's see how successful we can become. It's a business. Listen, the first business starts at home. Seriously, the first business started at home. First business, it started at home. And we have to be mindful. We have to be mindful. The family is the first. Can you manage the family? If you can't manage it, hey Kayla, how you doing? My husband is older than me and he gets jealous even when he sees me working out. Um, do it 5 times. Why does he get jealous? What causes repeat? What causes repeat relationship? What I don't understand the question, Miranda. Just what causes repeat relationships? Repeat. Oh, um, somebody told me to get a job. This is my job right here. I'm tired of being alone. I am 56 years old and never being married. Wow. Can you be more specific, Miranda? My husband is older than me and he gets jealous. Why does he get jealous? Uh, you might have to find out why does he get jealous. Does he trust you? Does he not trust you? Or does he not trust himself? You know, a lot of times a man will get jealous. Sometimes a lot of men will get jealous when they know that they're not doing what they should be doing. They're not up. See what I'm saying? They're not up to standard in your mind. And I think a lot of times that's why they get jealous because they feel like they're inferior. When a man know that he's not doing all he can do, sometimes he get jealous. But sometimes that's the reason. Sometimes it's because the woman he doesn't trust. Sometimes the woman be doing some shady stuff. So you have to ask him why he's jealous. Like dating the same type of relationship with a different person each time. So why do people repeat certain relationships? The same type of relationship. You know, many of us have people in our lives still, in our hearts and in our minds that we can't get over. My shirt said intuition over everything. Many of us have people still in our lives that we haven't gotten over. We have things in our system, our spirit, emotions, and strong feelings, and strong fears, and strong insecurities, and strong doubts that we haven't gotten over. And so, that person who did this thing to us, we reacted so bad that that person stays in us. That person stays in our spirit. Like for instance, if you grew up with a father who was absent, or who was absent. I'm from the Caribbean. Hey, y'all, my daughter is calling me. My daughter is calling me. To be continued tomorrow. My daughter is in New York, so I want to talk to her, okay? My daughter is calling me, and she don't usually call me. She called her mom, but she calls me. So let me talk to you guys later. I've been on here for a long time, anyways. Thanks for stopping by. Um, love you guys too. Let me go talk to my daughter. You all, be easy, be good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time, all right? Because I don't have somebody say I don't have a job. So you all be blessed, all right? I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, and all the good stuff.